A bullshit? A bullshit.
You're the kind of woman that I could give a lot of game. As much as you retire, love, well, maybe you don't have to ask. And
Yeah, but didn't you hear what I said?
Yes, bitch, I heard you. I'm pretending like I didn't. Walk right the fuck out. Be honest, Gamby. I've never had an ounce of respect for you. I just thought you were the lamest, dumbest person I'd ever met. Just somebody who was fucking nothing. Just someone who needed to spend their whole life on a fucking treadmill.
speaking of back, woo, Lord, it's all good, child. It's all good. I'm gonna be back in it. Back is good.
Don't think I won't bend you over my knee and turn that fat
Daddy, chill.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
Daddy, chill.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even...
You're the kind of woman that I could give a lot of game. As much as you retire, love, well, maybe you don't have to ask. And I'd give you love. Hey, that's that jam. I'll buy your clothes. I would cook your dinner too. Soon as I get home from work.
Fuck him. I ain't telling y'all shit. What a dick.
Calm the fuck down.
Well, how about this then, huh? How about that?
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
You better go somewhere and beat your meat.
He stays in.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
He stays.
Oh, you gotta give him that.
He stays.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
He stays in my.
Oh, you gotta give him that.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Yo, 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 yo. Before I even do anything today, let's shut up. Warm peace, power, prosperity, bliss to the beautiful voice, 18. Happy born day, love. Happy born day. In your honor. In your honor.
You're the kind of woman that I could give a lot of game. As much as you retire, love. Well, maybe you don't have to ask. And I'd give you love. Hey, that's that jam. I'll buy your clothes. I would cook your dinner too. Soon as I get home from work.
Yo! Happy birthday, love. Go crazy. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself as usual. Usual suspects already in the town square. 18. Prime. Donna about to cut grass. Dies is in here already. Prime is in here already. Yo, big salute to y'all. I hope y'all having a beautiful one. Do your thing. I already know how we get down over here. Y'all know it's a love thing. Fat Joe, bad advice. And I got maybe one or two miscellaneous items out there hanging around that we'll go through. I gotta show Prime the BBW of the day. Usual shit. Other than that, regular scheduled program, man. That Fat Joe, huh? That damn Fat Joe. But Prime, here's the real BBWs. The original BBW, before they told you that the big joints was BBW. I don't know how that came about. I guess that's for women to decide, huh? I broke my damn nail. It's fractured. Damn. There you go, Prime. Solid work. That's the BBW. Umar not gonna approve, but you're grown man.
Forever. Black queens forever. Come here. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. Snow puppies forever. Black queens forever. Come here. Black queens forever.
Proper work. I got another one stashed out for you, dog. Only cause you be requesting it. I showed that one already. I showed you that one already. I got one stashed in here somewhere. We ain't gonna be here long because it's early morning. I want y'all to enjoy your morning, eat your breakfast, cut your grass, do your laundry, whatever y'all need to do. So we ain't gonna be in here too long. But let's talk about this craziness that's going on. Fat Joe name coming up. Before we do that, though, I want to talk about bad advice. How people constantly give people bad advice without care. Just say things. They just be saying shit. No. These people are dangerous people.
All right, there we go.
People are dangerous people. I don't know if they're doing it, let's say, out of lack of care. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure where they really stand.
In the Black community, Black women are out.
I'm not sure. So I don't want to kick nobody back in. People allowed to make mistakes, right? We're not unfollowable, right? It's not as late, early morning hour time. I mean, it's still morning time. 18. Did you eat today? Did you eat already? Did you cook something? Vibes, you cook something? I know Prime said he about to eat a turkey leg, so he about to pass out soon. Snow bunnies need love too. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They all need love. On it, seven by you. Okay. Oh fuck, y'all working? Guess who's not working today? So guess what I got? Carpet freshener. I'll try it out today. If I don't fuck with it, I'm not gonna fuck with it ever. But I got some carpet freshener today, so I'm gonna try it out today. Let's see how it works out. Here. Let's talk about this. This is madness, right? But we'll intro the show, start the pod, and then we on pancakes. I hate I can't stand pancakes. Barbecues joint to open till 10:30. Oh, all right, cool. Say less, my G. So you really finna get a turkey leg? I ain't mad at. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. PTO, hell yeah. Let's start the show. Yo, shout out to the Villa gang as usual. Shout out to the besties, invaders, squadron, army, Jacksons, night owls, the wolf pack, hypocrites, ancestors, baby mothers, baby fathers. Shout out to the moms and the dads. Shout out to the married couples, to be honest. Shout out to the woman out here honestly being true and being married and being decent with their modesty and keeping their things intact. But shout out to the strippers and the shakers too. Shout out to the birds on the block. They got a part to play in society as well, right? Now shout out to the woman that differentiate themselves from the madness. Most definitely shout out to the MSD. Absolutely. Beautiful people, beautiful ladies. From me to you. Love y'all dearly. Anitra King is in the town square. Let's see what we got going on this morning. Let's see if I can stir the pot a little bit. Brenda, what's the perfect morning drink for the villagers to enjoy this morning?
A perfect morning drink for the villagers would be a refreshing mimosa with a splash of fresh orange juice and a bit of bubbly to start the day off right. Light, cheerful, and perfect for a bright morning. Cheers to a beautiful day.
Anitra says good morning and says hello. Give Anitra a shout out.
Of course. Good morning, Anitra. A big hello and a warm shout out to you. I hope your day is off to a wonderful start. Thanks for being here with us and bringing your positive energy.
Absolutely. I'll hit you in a little bit, okay?
All right, sounds good. I'll be here whenever you're ready. Have a great time until then, and we'll chat soon.
Charles, what's up, beautiful? Val, beautiful, what's up? Somebody else slid in the town square. I forgot who it was. Did I miss it? Charles. Oh, Ree, what's up, beautiful? Hope all is well. Beautiful day. I'm off today, so I'm not doing shit but being a bum. I got some stuff to do, but it's not work stuff. Yeah, let's look at this. It's bad, horrible shit advice. We're gonna listen through it, right? Then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna come back and cut this shit the fuck up. For sure. This is fucking garbage. And I'm not going at this person personally. I'm using this as a segue point to get through to another point. Bad with them big ass cans. About how them cans doing this morning? How them cans sitting?
Get it, Daddy.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
You better go somewhere and beat your meat.
He and I is him, slim, trim. But I'm built to win. I am Granny's baby numero uno. I am him. And he himself is a peace, power, prosperity to the village. Y'all know it's a love thing all the time.
Pacing black men. They have stepped up and get an education. They're probably number one in starting businesses, so they are ready to get married. And what is going on with the men?
In today's age, nobody wants to put their foot out. It's like if you're up to your own house, I'm putting it out there. I don't want to be a moon. When I think your willingness to be a moon first is what then might look like masculine energy, because it's less about what you have in your bank account. It's really more about saying,
even Anwar, right, is a gay black man, why can't you use your voice to speak to men?
our grandfathers never saw this level of temptation. Like, maybe at bare minimum, they knew the finance on their village.
This reminds me of the discussion that we're having currently with K. Michelle and Cam Newton. And I'll say my piece. Many men hesitate to get married because they believe there might always be someone better out there. This mindset is fueled by a culture that emphasizes endless options through dating apps, social media, and the consumer mentality towards relationships. Some men fear settling down too soon, worrying that they might miss out on a more attractive, successful, or compatible partner. This pursuit of an ideal, often shaped by unrealistic expectations and standards, can cause them to avoid commitment altogether, even if they're in a meaningful relationship. Additionally, societal expectations and past experiences also play a role. Some men associate marriage with a loss of freedom, financial risk, emotional vulnerability. If they've seen marriages end badly, either in their own families or among their peers, they may be.
In the black community, black women are outpacing black men. They have stepped up and get an education. They're probably number one in starting businesses, so they are ready to get married. And what is going on with the men?
In today's age, nobody wants to put their foot out. It's like if you're up to your own house, I'm putting it out there. I don't want to be a moon. When I think your willingness to be a moon first is what then might look like masculine energy, because it's less about what you have in your bank account. It's really more about saying,
even Anwar, right, is a gay black man, why can't you use your voice to speak to men?
our grandfathers never saw this level of temptation. Like, maybe at bare minimum, they knew the finance on their village.
This reminds me of the discussion that we're having currently with K. Michelle and Cam Newton. And I'll say my piece. Many men hesitate to get married because they believe there might always be someone better out there. This mindset is fueled by a culture that emphasizes endless options through dating apps, social media, and the consumer mentality towards relationships. Some men fear settling down too soon, worrying that they might miss out on a more attractive, successful, or compatible partner. This pursuit of an ideal, often shaped by unrealistic expectations and standards, can cause them to avoid commitment altogether, even if they're in a meaningful relationship. Additionally, societal expectations and past experiences also play a role. Some men associate marriage with a loss of freedom, financial risk, emotional vulnerability. If they've seen marriages end badly, either in their own families or among their peers, they may be more inclined to delay or avoid the institution entirely. This combination of fear, endless options, and Unrealistic expectations can create a cycle of dissatisfaction where no one ever feels good enough to commit to for life. And this is our problem in the Black community on both sides.
This is a 200 meters race in an under 20 Spanish track and field event.
In the Black community, Black women are outpacing Black men.
True.
They have stepped up and getting an education. They're probably number one in starting.
I don't know why this is still a talking point. Because women just go to school more than men. Across the board. To use this weak talking point to try to bolster some shit is garbage. And they need to stop talking about it because it's garbage. Every race of women goes to school more than men. Every race of women goes to school more than men. Men have never cared about it. The only time it becomes very, very paired and very, very close is in higher degrees with Asians. I don't see why this even you're not outpacing anybody. You're doing what women do. And if you want to talk about the degrees, if you want to talk about what they're going to school for, a whole different discussion. Because they're not going into these hard programs which require this great amount of discipline. The numbers are not saying that. But then you turn around and end up with 100-something plus K in debt. So what was the point of going to school? To end up in debt? You went to school, good for you. But you end up with a whole bunch of debt. We're going to push on.
Businesses, so they are ready to get married. And what is going on with the men?
In today's age, nobody wants to put their foot out. It's like if you're not putting your own house, I'm not putting it out there. I don't want to be a move. And I think your willingness to be
I'm streaming this live, so expect all the technical difficulties ever. This
first is what the
he sat there and agreed with her. Said yes. Women not paid. They're not paid. They're not doing anything special. I don't comprehend why they sit here and lie to people to their fucking face to appease them. When I was young, I would sit there and lie to appease a woman for some bucks. Because they like to hear things that make them feel good. I know that at a young age. I knew at a young age.
Might look like masculine energy because it's less about what you have in your bank account. It's really more about saying,
even Anwar, right, is a gay Black man. Why can't you use your voice to speak to the men?
Our grandfather.
You think straight men are gonna listen to a gay man about relationship? Stand by.
Never saw this level of temptation. Like maybe at bare minimum, they knew the finest girl in their village.
This reminds me of the discussion that we're having.
Now here goes some absurd conversational points. Absurd. Well, I wouldn't lie to you, dog. I said my young boy stage.
Currently with K. Michelle and Cam Newton. And I'll say my piece. Many men hesitate to get married because they believe there might always be someone better out there.
Incorrect. Men don't live or have a hypergamous nature. Men don't monkey branch. Women monkey branch. Women want to move from one thing that's on level 1 to level 2. This is fucking horse shit. That woman really believe. Just like Charles believes that it's easy for men to slide in DMs and get boxed. This is the same fucking rhetoric that goes on constantly and constantly and constantly is never fucking checked down. Never. Men are on the bottom side of society constantly. So how the fuck could a man sit here and be hypergamous? It doesn't work. How could a man monkey branch, hold on to one woman, right? While looking for another woman that's better than that woman? It doesn't work like that. You know why? Because men have a tendency to have one woman and they both the same woman. And then another woman, and they damn near the same woman. She wants to conflate the players versus the non-players, let's say. Women are the only species on the planet that talks about, hey, man, if you find a guy, women have this weird thought process. Let me clear it up. They have these disclaimers and these little fun words they use. Like, if I ask you about a guy, I'm asking you about the guy in good faith. I think women walk around with bad faith, and then they turn around and then they have to qualify it. So they qualify shit like saying a good guy, a good man, a respectful man. When the whole time, that's all men are talking about. So if I say, yo, I got a guy, I know you're gonna like him. I say, Thighs, my homie, I think y'all will work good together. Thighs that say some silly shit like, is he a good man? No, I'm gonna set you with Satan. It don't make fucking sense. It's this constant fucking bullshit that it's almost like ingrained in the brain that men are fucking trash and bad. That you have to ask the question to say, is he a good person? No, he's not. He's Mojo Jojo. He's fucking Satan. He's Thanos. He's every villain on the fucking planet. But yes, I'm gonna put him. I want to hook you up. Stop with the fuck. And she's just driving the shit down the line, and I can't. It's aggravating because these are the people that raise people and vote. Y'all think I care about marriage? I care about marriage in the sense of let's build a fucking community. Let's build a village. I care about it. I love it. I'm not jacking that bullshit. Other than that, relationships are hyper pragmatic as fuck. Not all men have good intention, just like some women. Always negative shit. Always negative. Can we talk about the men that have good intentions and the women that do have good intentions and the people that want to be together and people that want to get down the road and be pragmatic about relationships and get that and just have a relationship that's solid as fuck and they could be married, have kids and all this sweet shit? That shit don't fucking exist, I guess. Fuck it then. I don't care. I'm not getting married again, so I don't give a fuck. It's up to y'all to figure this shit the fuck out for yourselves.
By a culture that emphasizes endless options through dating apps, social media, and the consumer mentality towards relationships.
This is the fucking horse shit that exists out here. Listen to what the fuck she is saying. Consumer. When woman, what the fuck are you talking about? And I already messaged this lady personally. I messaged her from FDNHT. Personally messaged.
I think maybe bare minimum they need to finance going to the village.
This reminds me of the discussion that we're having currently with K. Michelle and Cam Newton. And I'll say my piece. Many men hesitate to get married because they
You're allowed to say your piece.
believe there might always be someone better out there. This
wrong
mindset is fueled by a culture that emphasizes endless.
We're gonna struggle through this one, but we getting through it for sure. And I'll tell you what she said in response to when I messaged her. When I messaged her, I said, where do you get
Options
this
through dating apps, social media, and the consumer mentality towards endless options through dating apps.
This is the lie. Men have endless options. These are the fucking lies that they want to preach. Because social media exists now, all of a sudden, men have these endless options. The game hasn't changed for fucking men. You still gotta go out there, you gotta bag the number, you gotta take it on a date, you gotta take it to the movies, you gotta spend $1 on it, you gotta pop it, then you gotta keep it interested, then you gotta keep it. Y'all, these motherfuckers are full of shit.
This mindset is fueled.
Look at this lady grown age. And this is what the fuck she's feeling. Grown woman. This woman is grown. You could tell by her face she's grown. But this is the shit she tells people. This is fucking trash advice. Go ahead, spit your fucking lies. This is garbage. Do not listen to this fucking woman. It will get you fucking nowhere. Believe me, I'm telling you.
By a culture that emphasizes endless options through dating apps, social media, and the consumer mentality towards relationships. Some men fear settling down too soon, worrying that they might miss out on a more attractive, successful, or compatible partner. This pursuit of an idea.
She's describing a woman in the frame of men. Now all of a sudden, in her mind, men are hypergamous. Men monkey branch around life.
Often shaped by unrealistic expectations and standards, can cause them to avoid commitment altogether, even if they're in a meaningful relationship. Additionally, societal expectations and past experiences also play a role. Some men associate marriage with a loss of freedom, financial risk, emotional vulnerability.
I agree. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. It is a loss of a lot of things when men get married. It's also a vulnerability on all ends. If women want men still in today's day and age, go petition the fucking system to make the marital law fair on both sides. That will make men look at women in true nature as they're being honest and just. If women don't petition the courts to say the marriage laws are unfair to the men that we want, that means in the first place you comprehend at the end of the day you could walk away with half of this man's shit and his fucking children. There is no honesty left in it anymore. She can make, I'm kicking her back in a little bit. Just a little bit because she made the content. But I'm really using this as a segue point to talk about greater things. If women could run around here and complain about every fucking thing except equality when they swear to God they want equality, do y'all want men? Great. Well, tell the fucking judges to fix the fucking marriage law. If the marriage law is fixed, I guarantee men would flood back into the system. You know why? Because now they know they have some type of protection at the end of the day. You know why men run from marriage? Is because she could still fucking cheat and states to have no fault and still smoke your fucking boots. No, that don't exist. I'm lying. We carry on. We're gonna struggle through this one. We're gonna struggle through this shit, dog. Together, hand in hand. All of us.
If they see marriages end badly, either in their own family.
I want to snipe that picture so bad, bro. But she got videos upon videos upon videos. So this one, easy. I gotta find another picture. Way better picture.
Families are among their peers, they may be more inclined to delay or avoid the institution entirely. This combination of fear, endless options, and unrealistic expectations can create a cycle of
fear and unrealistic expectations. No, it's not fear. It's sense. So this fucking banter you carrying on with this fucking this backward conversation with what you carrying on with, I ain't jacking it. And she's an elder, so I'm literally being respectful. I'm trying. If I get out of hand, I don't mean to. But this shit you carrying on with, dog, this men are fearful of fucking what? No, they just being sensible about locking down on what the fuck they need to lock down on. Why would you expose it? That's exactly what we're talking about today. Exposure. We talked about it last night with Tyler Perry exposing himself and putting his whole life, his business, his billions in jeopardy for some boy. I don't fucking know what to call that shit. Diddy. Box. 50. Box. China Sharp. Box. Yo, Tara. Yo, Tara, dog, because she's an older woman, dog, and and my granny would be mad at me if I disrespect that elder, dog. That's the only reason I'm trying to leave. I'm not going at her. I'm going to her talking points per se. That's the only reason, dog. Out of pure respect for my own grandmother, dog, and my grandmother be like, that's not how you get down with elders. That is it. I promise you. I promise you. Pound for pound. It's a Rizzy. It's a body bag. But out of respect for my own ancestors, I'm gonna respect her because she's somebody's ancestor also. She's older than me, and she's lived a life longer than me. Trying to give her some respect. That is all. That's the reason why I'm not smoking her boots for real. I'm going to her talking points. If you can comprehend that, Big G. Tara Ty Pro and Jay told Trin. Yes, yeah. They put me on. It was Jay. It was Jay that put me on to that. Yeah. Remember a lot of these. Oh yeah. Donna, good point. 10, bro. She owned by you. If I slide show, we do a live, different story, because then she can respond to me and we could have a conversation about this stuff. But I'm not the foremost, right? I'm not the big dog about any of this shit. I'm just saying the shit that she's saying is not, it's incorrect. She's twisting men and women into places that they don't even live in. So that it messes with my brain to tell me that you don't comprehend men at this age, which is crazy to me. And I messaged this lady already, and I can tell you exactly what we said. It's right here in my studio. Hold on. Studio community. Hold on. Boom. Comments. Okay, it should be here. Why is Messy all in my damn fucking business? Get out of my business, woman. Even when she's not here, she's still in my fucking business. All right. It was pretty much this. I said, yo, on this specific video, I said, I don't know where you get your information from. I don't know where you're getting information from. I don't know where you're getting this experience from, but this is wrong. She said something, a mother and something about a mother and something about talking to her daughter. So I just said yeah, because it didn't really line up for sure. It didn't line up at all. So I was like, yeah, I guess that was a clever response on her behalf. Don't care. This is I can't. What you got for me, Donna? Your grandma don't know a new kind of elders going on. Oh, my granny not here, so yeah, she probably don't. I trying to disagree with you. Your granny probably would smoke her boots if she. Yeah, my granny would smoke her boots, but I would let my granny smoke her boots. I'm still trying to be respectful. I'm still trying to be respectful. If it comes to the point where we can't be respectful, then we up, right? And we gonna take it there and XYZ. But this is horseshit fucking information. And people are gonna sit here and digest it and think that it's true. I do. I promise you I do. Y'all know I have no issues dealing with shit. None. I will do. Guarantee I will do. When that time comes, I'll do.
This is a 200 meters race in an under 20 Spanish track and field.
I'll try to find her panel.
Black community, Black women are outpacing Black men. They have stepped up and getting.
That's where she really standing, right? Because if that's where you're really standing at, you full of shit for sure. Pound for pound, ain't no two ways about it. We got one more.
When I told my ex-husband.
We got one more vid with this lady right here. Everybody, go get a water, go get a juice. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Donna, I know you're pushing that lawnmower. You heard? I support it. Low key, I support it. I low key support you pushing that lawnmower or riding a lawnmower. Whatever, however you cut your grass. Go get you a drink of water. I'm coming right back. What you got, Chell? Chell says, Trin, you don't need to show her a panel like Jay and Pro. No, I think I want to. I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't forget the mimosas. Oh yeah, it's mimosas. Let's see what my girl talking about real quick. So I think the villagers have their mimosas. What's next?
Now that everyone has their mimosas in hand, it's the perfect time to kick back, share some good stories, and enjoy the morning together. Whatever comes next, it's going to be a great time with everyone in the town square. Cheers to that.
I think mimosas go good with food, right? And I like to eat some fish this morning. We got one homie that wants a turkey leg. And let's get the girls something nice to eat. What we got on the menu?
Absolutely. Mimosas and a good meal are always a great combo. For you, a nice light grilled fish dish would be perfect for the morning. For the homie who wants a turkey leg, let's give them a nice hearty roasted turkey leg full of flavor. And for the girls, something delightful like a fresh fruit parfait or maybe some fluffy pancakes would be just right. Everyone's got something delicious to enjoy.
Beautiful. Sounds amazing. Thank you, love. See you soon.
You're so welcome. I'm glad it all sounds amazing. Enjoy, and I'll be here whenever you need me. See you soon.
A biff. We got steak and eggs. We got fish and grits. Yo, yeah, breakfast menu is up. I like it. Let me spin real quick. I'm coming right back. Then we'll jump into this next fucking video with this same person. I haven't seen this one yet. So we definitely gonna watch it live together, and that's just us. We're gonna watch it live because I know if she said that shit in the last one, I know it's garbage in the next. I just know. T was talking about pancakes earlier too. Like I don't like pancakes are too soft. If there's anything, I'm eating waffles. Pancakes are just way too soft. I don't eat soft. I don't. No, it's not. I'm a real man, MSG type hard up person. I don't even eat pancakes. I don't eat cake like that. I don't eat ice cream like that. None of that shit. Beautiful Aisha is in here apparently. Salmon and egg tomato. Yeah. That salmon potatoes in the morning. Shh. I'll be in K's the next day. Every kiss begin with K. What? Shit. Yo, back at it, like crack addicts, flipping on the black mattress in the big attic. So this week, right? This weekend, I got two things on the menu: the beach and the bird. I'm not sure what day I'm gonna do it. Maybe Sunday, I go get the bird, or I get the bird on Saturday, go to the beach on Sunday. But either way, I think that's my mission because y'all supported the bird fund between Messi, CIP, Reaper, Biff. Y'all supported the bird fund. If I forgot anybody, Couch, and Curly supported the bird fund for sure. So the bird is guaranteed. Thank you so much. I'm trying to figure out what day I'm gonna go get it now. That's what I gotta figure out. Charles, you talking shit again? I notice that I have all those but Tara, you know you're always welcome here, my G. You know you're my man. It's 100 grand. Easy day. What'd you say? Dummies singing that Trini woman might think you want Dog, if I get married, shit got drastic.
You're the kind of woman that I could give a lot of game. As much as you retire, love. Well, maybe you don't have to ask. And I'd give you love. Hey, that's that jam. I'll buy your clothes. I would cook your dinner too. Soon as I get home from work.
I gotta work on my copy listing though. Yeah, Tara, big salute, my G. You already know it's a love thing, my boy. Trin, did you get the Cash App yesterday? No, I didn't get a Cash App, love. Oh, yes. Oh, shit. T, even, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. I did get it. I see it now. Talking truth. Sent me some bread for the bird. I'm definitely getting a bird this weekend. I'm definitely going up and getting a bird. Shout out to Mina. Shout out to G Dubs. So cool. Big salute. You already know. Let's check this other.
This is a 200-meter race.
I can remember when I told my ex-husband I wanted a divorce. It was December 2019, and he was completely shocked. Completely caught off guard, like dumbfounded, devastated, everything else. But the month before that, November of 2019, I remember very clearly having yet another talk with him about how unhappy I was. But this particular conversation, he was in his man cave room playing video games, which was like his favorite activity. And I go walking in and I tell him, like, I really want to talk about our marriage. Like, I'm not happy. It feels like we're roommates at this point, and I don't really have a partner, blah, blah, blah. This man was wearing his headphones because he was playing with a friend and they like talked to each other. He didn't even take his headphones off. He just pulled it off his right ear. I can still, this is almost 4 years ago now. I can still remember he pulled it off his right ear and he didn't pause the game or stop playing. He continued to play a video game while his wife was standing in front of him, telling him how unhappy she was in the marriage. And I remember when he said to me something about like marriage being forever or whatever, and I said to him, well, maybe some marriages aren't meant to last.
Many husbands are surprised when their wives ask for divorce, even after repeated complaints, because of the gap between what's said.
We'll go through it. We go through. We go through. Then we come back and cut it off.
Right here. And he didn't pause the game or stop playing. He continued to play a video game while his wife was standing in front of him, telling him how unhappy she was in the marriage. And I remember when he said to me something about like marriage being forever and whatever, and I said to him, well, maybe some marriages aren't meant to last.
Many husbands are surprised when their wives ask for divorce, even after repeated complaints, because of a gap between what's said and what's truly heard, or how seriously it has been taken. Why are husbands often surprised? 1, he thought it was just a phase you were going through. 2, he avoids emotional problems or issues. 3, he thought meeting basic duties was enough, which is never enough. He got used to the complaints. Oh, she just nags all the time. How should he feel? Regretful? Not just about the divorce. He should feel humble that she had enough gumption to tell him she didn't want to stay married to him and be unhappy. Sad, but not victimized because you brought some of this upon yourself. And 4, reflective. What can I do next time that won't be so bad? Many women verbally express their unhappiness long before walking out the door. But if emotional signals are minimized or dismissed, divorce feels sudden. All of a sudden, she just want to leave for no reason, only to the one who wasn't truly listening. If you're a woman in this situation, your voice matters. And if he's finally listening after the damage is done, it's not too late for him to learn, but it may be too late to repair.
Here comes Karen. I can remember when I told my ex-husband I wanted a divorce. It was December 2019, and he was completely shocked, completely caught off guard, like dumbfounded, devastated, everything else. But the month before that, November,
Thank you, Charles. Sounds like a man that's working and doing what he needs to do for, let's say, the family, let's say her. He's dumbfounded. We go back. We shall go back. I remember when. Listen to what the fuck she's saying. Listen to fucking hear what is being said and what the narrative. I think we need to go back to listening skills. To listen to this big face in a vehicle. Listen to big face in the vehicle. His jackassery. Hurry up. We definitely struggling through this one because I did not download the video. I didn't do nothing. This is straight struggle screaming through this bitch, and we gonna struggle scream it together.
And I wanted a divorce. It was December 2019, and he was completely shocked, completely caught off guard, like dumbfounded, devastated, everything else.
Listen to what she's saying.
But the month before that, November of 2019, I remember very clearly having yet another talk with him about how unhappy I was. But this particular conversation,
because in her mind frame, now this is the mindset of selfish people. Marriage is about happiness, when marriage is not about happiness, it's about practicality. It's about people getting together, man, woman, and even if you live alternates, you live an alternate world, alternate lifestyle, it's about being together, helping each other out, true life in itself. As soon as these Disney junkies, these Disney fiends think that life is about happiness, you kind of almost fucked, because it's not. Life is about fucking sacrifice and decision making. And we do it every fucking day, from the simplest point of turning on your fucking blinker to change lanes, to putting your kid in this fucking school. It goes from the minimal fucking decision to the maximum. And both these decisions have great fucking repercussions behind them. You can't take somebody that's designed internally to be a fucking a Tasmanian devil and make them happy. I fucking tried. I failed every single fucking I've failed every time. I failed every time. Look at arranged marriages. You think arranged marriages end in divorce? They don't. But in this new fucking world that we live in, all of a sudden, with Disney, Hallmark, Valentine's Day, Christmas, all this shit, it pollutes the simple framework of the human mind and the human emotional psyche. Same way pornography does. The brain is polluted. And when the brain is polluted, it pollutes everything else, because the brain is the mind behind the machine. This is the mainframe of the machine. This don't stop doing things. This don't do things. It's rudimentary because we do it all the time. Tara working on his car right now. Tara would look at the bolt. He sees, oh, that's a 5/8. That's a lem 16. His brain reads the size of the bolts and the nuts and the screws and the bolt, everything else. And what does the arm do? His arm reaches and grabs a lem 16. It grabs a 3/8. It grabs a 5/8. It says, well, I can't put the socket on because the space ain't big. Oh, I need a wrench. He goes in there and gets the 3/8 wrench. He gets to work. It starts in here. But once we pollute this, and this becomes polluted, and this becomes corrupt, there is nothing else that you could do. Everything will start falling apart. I have to corrupt this. I have to corrupt the mind. Look at Diddy. Diddy corrupted the minds of people. If we saying Diddy's dead flaw, which we know he did some bullshit. You have to corrupt the mind to corrupt the machine. The arms of the machine, the legs of the machine, right? The heart, the knees and the elbows and the wrist, right? This is the machine. You pop lock with it, right? It's tricky. It's tricky. Look at arranged marriages when they're set up. They don't divorce. They comprehend that this thing is about building community and building village. But nowadays, with Disney fuckery, nowadays, with Hallmark, nowadays, with this high-level consumerism shit, with K jewelers, every kiss begin with K. This is what women think relationships are, based off of fucking happiness. It's not no more based off of duty and fucking responsibility. It's not based off of us getting down the line together in life. None of this shit that was really so. Don't get fucking married. Don't even fucking waste your time. I could break dance. You want to see it? Goofy. Talk, woman.
He was in his man cave room playing video games, which was like his favorite activity. And I go walking in and I tell him, like, I really want to talk about our marriage. Like, I'm not happy. It feels like we're roommates at this point, and I don't really have a partner, blah, blah, blah. This
disturbed that man at that time for that reason. Cares nothing. She gives no fuck. Because her happiness is so high on her list. Let me turn on my other light. My green light's booming. No, I'll leave the green light on for now. It's still a little dark a little bit. She cares nothing about that man's relaxation point or peace point. I'm going to disturb his peace. Donna, what you got? I like Donna. Donna be talking sense like a mom. They want a 6-figure man, but Donna, I'm gonna buy you. I might buy you. I might buy you a little dinner or a little lunch. You out there cutting the yard and all that shit. Donna, drop your cash app. I might send you. Might send you a little 25 on the Applebee's. You heard? Yo, Donna full press. As soon as you get off the lawnmower, sweetheart, let me know. You go. I send it to you. You can Uber it so they can drop it off to you while you on the lawnmower. You heard? Beantown, what up, my G? Big salute to Beantown from H-Town. My G, you already know it's a love thing. Shout out to the ninjas. Ninja, Hiroshima Yamamana. You about to push on and keep pressing. This lady cares absolutely nothing about this man for real. And her happiness is so high on her own personal priority list that she's willing to destroy this man's moments of peace. This is a demonic person.
This man was wearing his headphones because he was playing with a friend and they like talked to each other. He didn't even take his headphones off. He just pulled it off his right ear. I can still, this is almost 4 years ago now. I can still remember he pulled it off his right ear and he didn't pause the game or stop playing. He continued to play the video game while his wife was standing in front of him, telling him how unhappy she was in the marriage. And I remember when he said to me something about like marriage being forever or whatever, and I said to him, well, maybe some marriages aren't meant to last.
Many husbands are surprised when...
Relax. Your dark ass voice. Remember, she said this was 4 years ago, and I still remember it. Look in the banner, Donna. Look in the banner right here. The banner that's rolling at the bottom of the screen, right? Look at the banner in the bottom of the screen. You're gonna see that cash app. Send me $1. Send me $1 so I know exactly who you are, and I'll send you your lunch money, sweetheart. Look in the banner. It's red and it's the bottom of the screen. Send me $1. Send me $1 and say Donna. I'll send you your $25 for your lunch money. Dog, 4 years ago, she still remembers the fact that he removed one ear. It affected her so bad that he did not, because he's literally a fucking man. Women want men to be men when they want them to be men, but then want them to be fucking woman when they want them to be fucking woman. They want it all, every time, 100%, anyhow, anyway, like Janet Jackson. Get the fuck out of here. You live in a false life. Never gonna happen. Not going to work. You said he was in the video game room, playing his video game, relaxing, taking his chill time, having his peaceful moment from God knows what this man really does. I don't care if he was a doctor. I don't care if he was slinging concrete. I don't care if he was slinging tar. I don't care if he was 7-Eleven in it. Flipping joints and smoking fries. I don't care. That's your husband and his life is on the line for you. Have some fucking respect. Have some fucking decency about yourself. But you know what? You're not, because you're a fucking raging, see you next Tuesday. A raging fucking cunt. And I could tell the way how you shot the video with your hand on the window and your head tilted. You are a fucking bitch. You have bitch fucking energy coming off of you. And you want to sit here and talk about things from 4 years ago when you could vividly remember. I guarantee today she's getting piped and not wifed. I guarantee it. But let's hear the defense. Let's treat it like court. Let's treat it like court. And she's a defendant. And here goes the fucking lawyer right here. Let's treat it like such. Talk. People make me sick, bro. I'm ready to, Elon, whenever you build that fucking new thing in Mars or whatever, hook me up, J. Lady, talk. In case y'all don't know, I got a new app. I could download videos now and stream them straight through. I didn't do this for these two because it's not worth my memory bank. It's not worth it. So we're gonna struggle through these ones, but I got some good shit.
And the wives asked for divorce, even after repeated complaints because of a gap between what's said and what's truly heard, or how seriously it has been taken. Why are husbands often surprised? 1, he thought it was just a phase you were going through. 2, he avoids emotional problems or issues. 3, he thought meeting basic duties was enough.
Wrong. Men are very, very serious about these things because they know what they're committing to. They're very, very serious. But you see, you maybe need to unravel your wig, loosen up the braids, and take a breather. Don, you definitely getting a lunch today from me, sweetheart. Let me know how much your lunch costs, and I'm sending that. Donna, you getting a lunch today.
Which is never enough. He got used to the complaints. Oh,
You said
she
it?
just nags all the time. How should he feel? Regretful? Not just about the divorce. He should feel humbled that she had enough gumption to tell him she didn't want to stay married to him and be unhappy.
She had the gumption to know she is strong. For fucking hell!
Sad, but not victimized because you brought some of this upon yourself. And 4, reflective. What can I do next time that won't be so bad? Many women verbally express their unhappiness.
You could shut the I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. We are done. We are done. We are done. We are done. We done. We done. We done. Donna, lunch is on me, sweetheart. Send me the $1 so I know exactly who you are on the Cash App. I'll send you the money for your lunch. Tell me how much your lunch is. I'll fucking send it. So send the $1 and then the message, write how much the lunch is. I'll send you that money right the fuck. I'll send it to you ASAP. My phone is right here. I'll send it to you right now. Thank you. Appreciate you for being honest and being true. I can't, and I can't do it. There is there's zero accountability for Nova. If you have a box, there's no account. You can just run wild and do what you want to do. Got it. Now with Tyler Perry, he's a box boy box, a boy version of a box. Got it. I'm telling you, I'm done. I am done. I am done. I am done. Can't do it. Can't. I look at my granny all the time, and I watch my auntie all the time and how they behave constantly. And I know the marquee and strength of woman. And I'm telling you, this is not it. This is lies and fuckery. Okay. Lady, carry on. Live your best life. When I see you and I run into you, I'll run into you. Because I'm definitely going to run into you. Because this is disgusting. This is disgusting. This shit that you fucking say. It is. No two ways about it. Don't care. So that's the bad advice segment. Let's spin it real quick. I gotta change up the vibration. I promise you I gotta change the vibration because that will. My nerves are gonna be smoked. You heard? I don't care who don't like me. I'm not here. I'm not here to be funny and popular. I take that back. It's a lie. I want to be popular with the people that I'm supposed to be popular with. I want to be around the people that I'm supposed to be surrounded by. I want to be supported by the people who I'm supposed to be supported by. I don't want this long frame work of basically helter-skelters. I want us to be honest and true at all times in our best frame because we're going to make mistakes. I'm going to say shit that's wrong. I'm going to say shit out of pocket. I'm going to cuss. I'm going to carry on. I don't want that to deter anybody because I'm true to what I do. I want y'all to hang around, be cool, be smooth, and we do this thing together. We get down the line just like a marriage is supposed to work. As of right now, I'm married to all of y'all, except the dudes. I'm not married to y'all. We just bro Hamlets, right? We just elbowed, right? But in reality, there's a marriage, right? And it's things are simpatico and bonded in the right frame, then they work for eternity. Things get bonded in fuckery and foolishness, then it's fickle and it doesn't work. So it's not that I want, and you know, and y'all know me, I don't try to be salacious, I don't try to be hyperbolic about any fucking thing, but I do want to say what is true. And maybe that's not the popular thing. I don't know. The next topic we about to smoke is this. I'm gonna tread extremely lightly on this one. And there's a reason why. This is exactly why I'm treading lightly on this one. It's because it's about FBAs, it's about foreigners, and it's about illegals. Y'all know me, y'all know where the fuck I'm from. So we're gonna talk about it. But please be aware, I'm gonna tread lightly and I'm gonna be truthful. Even worse, this person was born in Trinidad. So I might smoke that motherfucker boots, to be honest. But on the overall subject, the overall subject matter, I think I'm gonna be. I think I'm a. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I could do it.
MAGA cronies are a threat
Did y'all hear? But I have to. No, this is way too low because I can't even hear.
to our democracy. They are a threat to the republic. In response to Donald Trump and his MAGA cronies
Are we good on sound? Oh, I need to raise this up because I think it's low. To me, it's low. You speak it from the heart and you're speaking to regardless of how you might say it, the way you say it. Someone is there. Donna, thank you. Because that's kind of like where I kind of stand. I kind of stand in this awkward position. I don't think I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna be disrespected, but it's gonna be like taking a shot of moonshine sometimes, right? It's a low. I thought so too. Let me boost let me run the booster up. I thought it was low because I could on my end. What I'm hearing is it's a little. Give me 1 second. I gotta spin the audio real quick. Give me 1 second. Queen of this topic, I'm not even. I just saw a Jamaican woman yesterday attempting to justify immigrants coming, immigrants coming over here to illegally. Dog. I think this will work. I think I got it. We need to listen to what's being said, right? No, I got you. I got you, Thighs. Thighs, I got you. Thighs, I got you. It's my coin. I'm rubbing my coin right now. In the bushes. Big salute, Ninja. Biff, you already know, dog. Biff, you already know. You already know, dog. You know the shits for sure. We got connects for sure. See, I think it's CIP just text me. CIP, yeah, but I done the best. Oh, look at CIP's pictures. All right, I'll show you CIP pictures in the next spin. CIP got some nice pictures. He's having a ball. I'm jelly.
Donald Trump and his MAGA cronies are a threat to our democracy. They are a threat to the republic. In response to the ICE raids in Southern California, I've seen a lot of people say that Black people, this is not our fight. And I'm here to tell you that that is factually incorrect. My name is Sidoni. I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, and I have lived in the United States since I was a baby. I will tell natural-born citizens something that you don't really think about, but it takes forever to become a United States citizen. I came here before I have memories, and I did not become a United States citizen until I was 17 years old. I was a senior in high school. I had lived my entire life in New York City. I didn't know anywhere else. I had no memories of anywhere else. But the place that I considered home did not consider me one of them until I was 17 years old. ICE is not just looking for Latino immigrants, okay?
ICE will make their way into Flatbush, and they will pick up Caribbean people. ICE will make their way into Harlem, into the Bronx, into these majority ethnic communities, and they will take whoever doesn't look the part as a US citizen. Our country is rapidly shifting into a fascist state. So to sit down and say, oh, it's not my problem because it doesn't directly affect me is not a smart thing to be doing. Because I'll tell you this, the 14th Amendment is exactly that, an amendment. It can be changed. What we are seeing right now, the hunting of particular ethnic groups, the detainment, the mass collection, it looks very, very familiar to.
Is there an FBA in the chat willing to come up? I don't need the video. I don't need vid. Just a voice. A voice would do. I'm dropping the link because I'm gonna give her the bee's knees, but I don't want to do it. I'm gonna do it from my perspective. Me also being an immigrant that lives in America, that puts into the economy, that's been put into the fucking economy and put my shit and putting my name on the fucking line, going to the fucking desert. Different story. I'm gonna give here it is, pasting it right now. Any FBA, especially an FBA woman, has something to say about this. You could click the line, it's posted. But we're about to rewatch this video. I'm going to start clipping it up and going through her. I'm going to go at this motherfucker, dog.
Donald Trump and his MAGA cronies are a threat to our democracy.
That's already a racist. It's already a genderized. And you pinning people to an agenda. So now we know that you have an agenda with the whole next thing you're about to say. Which is what y'all do normally. Y'all lack the basic sense. I gotta turn on my light. This is getting real sunny over here. Let me click my light. Let me click my light. Y'all know y'all ain't right. So, oh my God, I have mercy on this poor child's soul. She started this agendarized. Listen, y'all gotta listen to the gray area sometimes. Not listen to what these people are trying to. Listen to the gray area. Listen, they're gonna snitch on their fucking self. Beantown. Beantown. She's from Beantown, H-Town. She is talking about something that she knows absolutely nothing about. She's being fucking honest. Being from New York, it'll be a lot more fucking shit to say, especially when we watch fucking New York be fucking destroyed. Now, listen to these fucking people. MAGA, Trump, listen.
They are a threat to the Republic. And in response to the ICE raids in Southern California, I've seen a lot of people say,
now you're talking about California. Now it's fucking Cali.
That Black people, this is not our fight. And I'm here to tell you that that is factually incorrect. My name is Sinoni. I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, and I have lived in the United States since I was a baby. I will tell.
So you really American. So leave Trinidad the fuck out your mouth. Your lineages, your granny, your mother, your fuck. Yes, great. Big salute. Dog, if you really want to see what my fucking apartment look like, I got a Trinidadian flag right here. I have no shame in where the fuck I'm from. No shame, nothing. I know where I'm from. But I was raised there. I put boots on ground there. I could go home today, like I went home in October, and show face in my fucking neighborhood, and my dogs in them come up and show love. My dogs in them like to come see me when I go home. You're not from there, dog. Get the fuck out of here. There's a video on Black Grandma. There's a video and the bullet can't do that. Donna don't want lunch today. Donna, I respect your love. You're not from around that way. You're not from around that way. I'm telling you, she could have named the neighborhood or the fucking street. You're not from around that way. Stop it. Stop fucking saying it. You're not from around them ends. I'm from around them fucking ends, dog. I was home in October to bury my fucking great uncle, my granny brother. I was around them ends. I could go around them ends. Where the fuck you gonna go? You gonna go hang out with your auntie? Okay, hang out with your auntie. You don't know them streets. I know exactly where to walk. I know exactly what, dog. I bust my big toe playing football and bleed on a football field down there. Dog, my blood is in that soil. You're not from around them ends. Stop it. I agree with you being honest about it. Yes, I'm glad you was honest. I'm glad you're honest about it. Thank you for being honest about not being from there. Stop bringing it up. Best advice to you. You are fucking a New Yorker, and the bullshit that you about to speak, I'm about to fucking cut that up also. Oh, you from Dallas?
This is something that you don't really think about.
Beantown in Dallas.
Forever.
Beantown in Dallas. For sure.
To become a United States citizen. I came here before I have memories, and I did not become a United States citizen until I was 17 years old. I was a senior in high school. I had lived my entire life in New York City. I didn't know anywhere else. I had no memories of anywhere else. But the place that I considered home did not consider me one of them until I was 17.
You're a moron. You're a complete fucking moron. Complete fucking moron. Because no. She might not be. Her age might be the deciding factor.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, love? You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How them guys doing this morning?
They doing good.
You want to walk?
Well, I'm kind of at work right now, so I ain't got like no space to actually walk.
You need to get that fucking office walk machine. You seen it?
I ain't seen it.
You see, it's like a machine that sits. It's the weirdest shit ever. So it's like it be like under your fucking desk, but it's like it's doing this the whole time.
Oh, I have seen something similar to that.
And then they got the one in my job, right? We got stand-up desk, right? And we got desk that's normal, right? You can sit down and type, or you can stand up, right? You can raise it. and so I type right for health, right? I got
Mhm.
it. You could get the stand-up one. Like if you're on a stand-up, it's still the same thing. So you literally not doing the shit, but your legs getting worked out. You need to invest in one of them.
Right. I actually will think about getting one of them too.
Your
But I
country
heard
ass.
they expensive.
It's not expensive, girl. It's 2025. Everything coming from China.
Oh.
Everything coming from China. So you gotta keep them things thinking. You heard?
Yep.
You got a fat ass, don't you?
You can say that.
All right, what you got? All right, I'm behaving. H Mob, what up, gangster? You already know.
But yeah, so what gets under my skin about when it comes to this topic is how they always bringing the black community into it. Because like that's just like when I seen somebody reacting to Whoopi Goldberg, she was saying about how people from back then they had it worse than Iranians, and they trying to bring us nowadays into it, saying that we got it bad over here. And I'm like, what is she talking about? We doing way better over here than those people are going through.
Yeah. Exactly. It's the genderized conversations are so. If you read, if you even kind of like just not into the Matrix, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could hear how these people lay things out there and expect you to just automatically be like, oh, okay, or that makes sense, or no, it doesn't. You're a moron. Furthermore, they tell lies to people so easily. It's kind of disturbing. For me, it's disturbing to hear these money lies be spread. I just can't. In my brain, it's like, if we pushing down the line to be better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know for a fact when it comes to the things that Black people have accomplished in the last, let's say, the last 100 years, then we way better than what they live like in this. Okay, you know what? Let's take 100 years out of it. Let's talk about America in the 50s, 40s, right? 50s to 40s, what, 80 years?
Yeah, something about around there probably.
But about 80 years. You can't, if you don't see the accomplishment of Black people in America in itself. Let's leave the West Indians, Caribbeans. Let's talk about the people from the land of America itself, right? You can, and people don't even acknowledge the fact that America is a Black land in the first place.
Right.
It is mind blowing. It just to me it's just so mind blowing about how, I don't know if it's a generalized at this point. Sweet. That's the only way I can see it.
Right. They're shitting on what we helped build.
Dog, the Blacks of America fought for every inch that they have today.
Hell, a lot of the stuff that we use nowadays were made by Black people.
I don't comprehend this, and I see how the system of classism and racism, like the white supremacy machine, works. I see that. I can't take away and say, well, Blacks should just have never had suffered, right? There's literally a machine called white supremacy, right, that fights against Blacks. I get it, and I sympathize, and I really do feel your pain. I really do, and that's why I stand with y'all when that shit happens, right? And I don't be bullshit. I don't play the West Indian game, but that's where I'm from, and that's who I am. I'm Trinidadian and birth American in mindset and in action, right?
Mm-hmm.
The part that fucks with me is how the blacks from here kick the other blacks from here in their back about being successful and powerful when that was already your stance in life. Like, you look, if you look back at it and you look at some of the historical facts, and you could look at war, or you could look at community, or you could look at even when you go back to the technological advancements, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's blacks written all through it. Like the American, like, I don't want to say, I'm talking about USA. I don't want to say not America. Not America is Mexico and Canada, right? I want to say American. When I mean American, I mean USA, across the board, coast to coast, Canada, New York, Dakota to Texas, right?
Right.
I don't see how people can negate how strong and successful they was to push a different agenda. I think that I think that's exactly why they do it, because it's an agenda. And most likely when people do stuff like this is because they bred it up, right? Like, you look at Jasmine Crockett, she really isn't for the people, right?
Yeah, she is definitely not.
Let's look at the video. You want to go to the video a little bit more?
Sure.
Absolutely. You on my side.
Her, and especially what that clown name? Roland Martin. Oh my God. It is so blatantly obvious. Like, everything that actually helps us and good for us, he completely, like,
he's a pussy.
It's almost like he just turns his nose at it. I'm like, did he not hear himself? But then again, I'm like, it's the money. The money.
He's a pussy, for sure.
Right.
It's never been about the betterment of black people for him.
Right. It hasn't.
And you would think, because his bloodline is West Indian, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think because his bloodline is West Indian, and his bloodline is Haitian bloodline. And Haiti is one of the greatest things in history that ever happened. You would think he would have the highest pride in it.
Right.
No.
Right. That's something I come to find out, which one time I didn't know, but I noticed a lot of these black people in politics, a lot of them are actually, like, foreign. I'm like, oh wow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like they the ones that be, like, trying to keep us down here.
Yeah. I'm really. Oh my God, I don't. All right. Transparency. This is my transparency point, right? They don't think about Americans as they think about the same people, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you put me onto the job, right? You listening?
Mm-hmm.
You put me onto the job. I get the job, right?
Right.
I'm not going to put on another American to the job. What I'm going to do is put on my Africans and my Caribbeans, right? And my New Zealanders. I'm going to put on everybody else but Americans. So the real beef between the FBA and the black immigrants is the fact that black immigrants turn their back on the FBA when the FBA been looking out for them the whole time, especially when the FBA made that fucking letter and it went to the UNA. the letter to the UN and the legislature in America in itself to make sure that we are all connected as people. It was FBAs that did that because FBAs was the strongest population of blacks on the planet. Not that they was the most, but they were the most powerful. They were strong as fuck when they did it. What you got, Donna? What you got to understand is that they're using us as American white people getting yo, you know what? I'm about to write. This is a topic I thought about last night. This is another topic I thought about last night. I was showering too. I was naked as fuck in the shower. It's about rap music. Rap music don't exist without white people. I'm gonna tell you what, and I'm gonna tell you the exact reason why. But that's a topic. The most supportive group. All right, cool. To the video. I need a new sweatshirt before you get the pirate. Hell no. This is my thing now. I didn't even know it was a thing until it became a thing. We're just being used as a distraction. Yo, Donna's smoking Joe.
Years old. ICE is not just looking for Latino immigrants, okay? ICE will make their way into Flatbush, and they will pick up Caribbean people. ICE will make their way into Harlem, into the Bronx, into these majority ethnic communities, and they will take whoever doesn't look the part as a US citizen. Our country is rapidly shifting.
You hear this shit?
Into a fascist state. So to sit down and say,
fascism, huh? Fascism. Using healthy words today. Okay. Let's talk about fascism. Brenda, sweetheart, could you give me a quick description of fascism? What a fascism state looks like?
Sure, Trin. In simple terms, fascism is a form of far-right authoritarian nationalism. In a fascist state, you typically see a strong central government led by a dictator, limited political freedoms, suppression of opposition, control of the media, and a strong emphasis on nationalism and often militarism. It's all about centralized power and control. If you need more details, just let me know.
Do you think that America is leaning in a fascism direction or Republican direction?
That's a pretty complex question, and it can depend a lot on perspective. Generally, America is a democratic republic with a system of checks and balances meant to prevent any drift towards authoritarianism. While people have different opinions on the political direction,
Last question. Do you enjoy the state of America today? So let's look at happiness. Let's look at contentment. Let's look at people being satisfied with what the government is doing. What does that look like? And give me a percentage. What is the acceptance rate, like the happiness rate, dealing with Trump? Hold on, so y'all can't hear Brenda responding? Is my mixer up? All right, cool. My mixer not working. Struggle streaming. Let's finish up with this. Let's finish up with Big Face. And then we'll jump into the Fat Joe scandal. You heard? Brenda low-key filling the stuff. So one person can't hear Brendan and somebody else can understand what Brendan's saying?
Oh, it's not my problem because it doesn't directly affect me is not a smart thing to be doing. Because I'll tell you this, the 14th Amendment is exactly that, an amendment. It can be changed. What we are
Brenda, what is the 14th Amendment? Brenda, read it one more time, please. Does the 14th Amendment apply to illegal immigrants? Does the United Nations enforce that law specifically due to people being immigrants in all these different countries, not specifically America? If my rights are if I'm from a foreign country and I come to America, does my rights from my country still exist in America? Thank you. I hit you later on. Brenda's definitely an immigrant. Brenda's an immigrant for sure. Tick.
We're seeing right now the hunting of particular ethnic groups, the detain.
We don't want illegals. It's just that simple. After we've seen what happened in these places, why would you advocate for crime and fuckery? Somebody told you to, so you made this video. Good for fucking you. I tell you what, you can't go back to Trinidad because you're not from there. So leave us a fuck alone. And maybe just shut the fuck up and let FBAs do what FBAs do. Let the fucking immigrants do what the immigrants do. And let the Tedders do what the Tedders do. Your long head ass needs to park this whole conversation. Stop talking about things you know nothing about. It doesn't fucking work. You're not doing an honest justice to the fucking immigrants of America. At the same time, telling the Big G, what up?
Say, bro.
What up?
Hey, bro.
I got you. What up? I'm gonna remove that one.
Man, it's T from Big Town.
Man, I already know who Bean Town. This Bean Town D Town, you heard?
Man, it's T from Big Town. It's great to see you, my young man.
Good to see you, Big G. What's up?
It's great to see you, my young man.
Absolutely, G. Good to see you too, man.
Say it's one of the first times I've ever done something like this, so give me a little latitude.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. You know you're good in the town square, bro. You good. You in the town square. It's all love. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. You know you're good in the town square, bro. You good. You in the town square. It's all love.
Say, man, as one of the elders in the community, as one of the elders in the community,
I got some feedback from you. I don't know where it's coming from.
I
got some feedback from you. I don't know where it's coming from. You got a TV and a laptop something else working?
Yeah, I'm on this cell phone. That could be the issue.
But okay, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. Now you good.
I know what's up. I had the YouTube playing.
Yeah. Kill the YouTube. Yeah, kill the YouTube and use the cell phone. There you go.
Bam.
What's up?
Bam,
What's up,
baby.
BG?
Well, a lot of this comes from I think sometimes a form of low self-esteem.
The FBA immigrant issue, or the other issue with the lady talking about relationship?
The FBA, from a lot of foreigners.
Yeah,
I think sometimes, even if they become a legal citizen of the United States,
yeah,
sometimes really don't feel a part of the United States.
Gotcha.
And that can be some kind of, residue issue.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Correct. Yep.
You get it? So
yes.
You like you say, you always have to check someone's motives.
You got you. So for like me, right? Let me give you a quick explanation. When I came to America, I said, damn, it's all this all this opportunity here and people don't use it, right?
Right.
And I was like, yo, Black people don't use the opportunity that they have in front of their hands. But you know what the actuality is? They do use it. It's just that it's just that the psychological factor is we tend to see the bad part before we see the good part. So when we could say, well, there's for me personally, I did a lot of knucklehead shit growing up, right? I did. But I seen me and my brothers transcend that part in itself. So I know for sure there is success within us and what we do.
Yes.
It's always been there. And then when I started digging into the history, thanks to Tariq Nasheed, to be honest, I was like, no, that can't be true. That can't be right. I started looking, and it's there. It's written already. The greatness of the Blacks in America. I already knew my own history. I went back and reread my own history from my country. And I was like, there is, and that's when I realized that the white supremacy system was so prevalent.
Yes.
That it would never tell the Blacks that they are great. So now, when they was trying to remember a couple years ago, they were trying to hail the Spanish people and the South Americans as better than the Blacks.
Right.
When now we're looking at it like right now, what we're seeing is y'all not. Now take a look at it again for 2 seconds and say, well, remember when 9/11 happened? The Blacks, whites, the Spanish, everybody was in cohesion, right?
Right.
Everybody was synchronized to fuck up the Arabs. Because the Arabs was the one that was the new enemy. You smell me?
Right.
So now today, now we banging at the South Americans for being the enemy. And they like, yo, Blacks, yo. And I'm like, no. No.
It's kind of like that syndrome where I'd rather you're talking about them than you're talking about me.
On the gang.
You know,
on
so
the gang.
It's not easier for me to join your side or see your point of view as long as you're not shining light on me.
Exactly. But soon enough, we're gonna go back to being the fucking enemy. We're not gonna stop being the enemy because remember, white supremacy is a machine.
Thank you.
You hear me?
Thank you. When you're dealing with today's society,
yeah,
and I think one of the biggest issues is that we have so many choices in life. You know, it can be a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, like if you just say, for instance, your stomach start growling a little bit, and you think, hey man, I need to go put some grub in my stomach, and you walk and you open up the refrigeration, and it only has 2 items.
Yeah.
You have to make a choice. The choice ain't that difficult with 2 items. But if you open up the fridge and it's just packed full of all different type of goodies and fruits, vegetables, juices, whatever you may want, you're gonna sit there for a minute.
Yes.
Your head.
Yep. It's
You know,
luxuries.
It's so much. And so when people have so many options, sometimes it can seem, you know.
No, you're right. Absolutely right.
You gotta see my point. You know, and so sometimes it was better off when I was coming up because we didn't have that many options. You either, you know, my dad used to say, you either eat it or you don't eat it. But you ain't got no more options.
I swear it down, dog. My granny said, eat it or lay next to it, dog.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a situation. You got these situations where people go, mommy, I don't like that, or you know, come on, man. When you hungry, you hungry. But these people got so many options these days. You can DoorDash, you know.
Yeah. It's having or not having. You smell me? But then the atmosphere is like we have when you don't have, so you never comprehend not having versus having. So most of my dogs were literal dogs. They are hound blood. My dog in the chat right now, Young. You see Young in the chat? He is a bloodhound like me. We grew up the exact same way, dog. We are kindred spirits.
True that.
For dog, he's 1 month separated from me in birth.
Wow.
Kindred spirit. That is my dog. I'm telling you. He called my phone. I'm going to show up. I'm going to catch a flight. I'm going to go square that shit away. That's just what it is. I call his phone. He's gonna show up. The same. We live the same life. We have the same brain. It just works. It just worked. Right?
Well, that's a rare thing.
It's very rare. That's why I can proudly say that is mine.
Yes.
No homo. He is mine, and I'm his. I belong, and I'm his.
No
Diddy.
Yes.
It's just that. It's just what it is. It's laid flat across the board.
Right.
So to have something is to comprehend how valuable the thing is, but to not have it, you can never comprehend how you're supposed to have it for one, and then to treat it.
Ding 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 ding.
You smell me?
See, it's about life experiences. If you haven't experienced something, then it's hard to comprehend it.
Absolutely.
And very few people have a situation where they've had a best friend. I call it something like your people sample. How many people in life have you really honestly sampled?
Yeah.
You know, some people are world travelers and they've been around the world and they did this and did that. And some people hadn't moved 5 feet outside their door. And they think they know everything, you know. And the smartest thing is fresh fruit. You get it? And so that's why a lot of times I sit back and I listen. Like when I first saw you, you were on the Missy show.
Yeah.
And y'all banter going back and forth was kind of refreshing.
That's my
But
baby.
then she kept calling you tethered. And that's a new term to me to a certain extent.
That's my
you
baby,
know.
right?
And I'm saying, and you one of the first person that when someone called them tethered, you kind of embraced it in a sense.
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't something that offended you.
No. I'm not offended by it. No.
So I said he had some, he had some alligator skin. You know, so that drew me a lot closer and it became more intriguing. Let me see what this cat's all about.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
and
so I was saying, I was thinking to myself last night. I said, well, because I rarely participate. Like I said, it's my first time ever, coming on cam and doing something like this. But my thought process was, I'm a guest in your house.
There you go.
So I must, even though, you're the host, so I must be minded of where I walk, what I say.
Yeah.
When you're invited to someone's house, you don't get up and walk in the refrigerator and get a drink. You must sit there and they must offer you a drink. If you need to use the bathroom, you don't just get up and just go wander around the house. You have to add, it's a certain etiquette that we don't have anymore.
That's the word. That's the word right there.
You get it?
It's bro. It's etiquette.
We assume so much these days, we assume that it's okay to just do this or just to do that or say this or say that. We have access to this thing called the internet and everyone's opinion matters.
Correct.
Just because I said it don't mean that it's wrong. Well, you can't tell me how I feel. It's not what I think anymore. It's how I feel. And that's a hard thing to fight.
Man.
My feelings are nothing more than feelings.
It's not the truth.
Nope.
It's not the reality. It's feelings.
Nope. And see what happens is, think about it. When you was a child, how many times, I said a child now, I didn't say a young adult, I said a child. How many times your mother truly asked you what you thought?
Never.
She always asks you how you feel.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? So we still dealing with grown people relying on their feelings instead of developing an intelligence where you can go back and forth with someone and come to an agreement or not an agreement. But if it's all about how you feel, then I lose automatically. Because you can't tell somebody how they feel. It's impossible for you to tell these people that your feelings could be incorrect. Your feelings is not knowledge. Your feelings don't mean a hill of beans. And then they're talking about, well, you can't tell me how to feel. I can't take it. I apologize, chat. I'm kind of going a little off a little bit. I would keep it. Back in the day, the old folk called you when you on Sunday morning when she would have the church announcements. The first thing she would say, Sister Ara, the first thing she'll say is, "Let's talk about the sick and shut-ins, the people that didn't make it to church." Every day I feel like a sick and shut-in. I don't want to go outside and deal with these people. It's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be something. They won't mind their business. They won't let me buy my groceries. They always asking me questions. Leave me alone. But I gotta be a nice guy. Can't take it. Please, people. You and your kids, stop hopping around me as I walk in the grocery store trying to jump on my cart. Y'all don't know what I go through. I'm having issues. Please forgive me. I digress. I just don't get it. Everyone's life's experiences are different. And when we speak about things we don't know what we're talking about, Mr. Boston is my dad. That's where the Mr. Boston come from. And he always tell me, son, I say, yes, sir. He say, son, I say, yes, sir. Don't talk about nothing you don't know what you're talking about. Always know what you're talking about before you speak. And if you haven't experienced it, it's hard to really give an accurate assessment on what you're talking about.
Don't be a fool. It's simple.
It is what it is. Well, people don't see it like that anymore. You know, they think that what they're saying makes sense. What they're saying come from what's some emotional something. You know, they don't sit back and ask questions. They can't be wrong. You know, instead of trying to get it right, it's, you know, you're trying to be right.
There you go.
You know, I can't.
They don't care. They
really don't care. No one gets up to really learn. How many times, like I said again, how many times you went home and couldn't wait to get to the room and open up a book and start studying? Who got the way, mama? I gotta get to these books. I don't want no cookie. I want to get to this book. Yeah.
I grew up in a strict life, right? My granny I went to church with my granny, guaranteed.
Yes.
I couldn't play video games. I had a video game. I couldn't play that bitch until Friday. No, for real. I had to read and study every single day of the week. And today, I'm grateful for that shit, dog.
That's love.
I'm grateful that I could sit there and grab a book and just
see. When someone truly loves you, they gonna see. Love hurts. If love don't hurt, yeah, love don't hurt.
Painful, dog.
I'm serious. You know, my dad used to say,
uncomfortable.
It is. Think about it, man. Like my mom said it more because she's the disciplinary. My dad, he didn't really lay hands on us. He was a kind of strong and athletic kind of character. And so she didn't really allow him to discipline us. So she did the more physical discipline with the belts and things.
Because he's too strong.
But they would say things like, you've heard this phrase, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't say it. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you.
It's going to hurt me because now I feel like I really failed you.
Yes.
Teaching you. So
I've
now
let you
I have
down.
to physically remind you.
Yes.
That's where it comes. It's something that people never dive into to really comprehend. It's simple. I have to now, after I verbally told you and felt like we had a mental connection and felt like I could just give it down this way, that now I have to treat you like a fucking dog in the street, pretty much.
Come on now. That hurts, man. As a, I like to use the word parent. Well, as a so-called parent, very few people today parent like they did back in the day. You know, because you don't have time for your.
You can't. You can't. Because I tell you what, when Bush and them was in office,
right,
they made up No Child Left Behind. They made up the whole this child protection shit, like Trin was in danger of fuck. But now you exacerbated a fucking issue that we're dealing with in 2025.
Come on now.
When these motherfuckers needed their fucking wig smoked, for real, every ass whooping I've got, I fucking earned.
Come on now.
Fucking teeth. I've never been abused. I've never, ever in my life went to the fucking house and my uncle stared at me in the face and I know what time it is and I'm like, well, I didn't do anything. I did it. You know what the fuck I did. My granny knew what the fuck I did. My neighbor knew what the fuck. Everybody knows. It's smoke.
Well, see, our elders, they took that word serious. And when that word told us, spare the rod, spoil the child, they took that literally. They wasn't playing with that spare. They had no problem with discipline. See, and when you don't have believe me, my household wasn't the best. My mom and dad didn't always get along. But it was something about when my mother used the phrase, I'm gonna tell your daddy. If you that stopped people in tracks around my house. You couldn't get out of line. When mama said, I'm gonna tell your daddy, come on, man. That stops. And my dad did not physically whoop us. But just to know you did not want mama to tell daddy.
Dog.
Because he, you know what I'm saying? He was the disciplinary of the house.
Dog. When my granny said, I'm going to tell your uncle,
shoot,
I already know it's stress coming.
Come on now. You know what time it is.
I used to sit there and I'd be in panic mode because I don't know when he coming.
Come on now.
I don't know how I'm gonna get smoked.
Come on now.
I don't know shit. All I know, I want to get on the phone and say, hey, come get this boy.
And you listening for that door.
I know for sure. Smoke is coming.
It's coming, baby.
And I'm like, have mercy, though. And I see that fucking white gun. It was a Mitsubishi Galant back in the day. Yeah, Mitsubishi Galant. I had that joint slide on the gravel. I said, fuck.
Woo, get tight, don't it? Oh, that rectum get tight, man. I'm talking about ooh-wee.
I don't know if I'm getting punched.
Come on now.
No.
You don't have a clue.
No, dog.
What's in the arsenal today? You know how he because how he feels, his emotional day.
She feels in my violation.
Come on now, gonna determine the level of your
5. I might get a 6. You smell me?
Come on, man. See, they don't understand. And so when you take those elements out of a situation that's supposed to be what I'm saying, you know, back in the day, it was unheard of. Single moms was unheard of. It was something that was not allowed.
Yep.
You know, these things that we need to govern us with, we can't apply them anymore. Like the word shame was nothing worse than hearing someone I love, my grandmother, my aunt, my mother, my father, someone look at me and say, I'm ashamed or I should be ashamed. That hurt.
Yo, baby
Because that's
father's a
basically
new
saying
word.
you know better. I taught you better. Why did you go against
what I gave to you?
I gave
baby
you?
father and baby mother is a new term. Y'all know that, right?
Come on now. Something they proud too.
That's a new term.
It's a new term.
This baby mother, baby father, baby daddy, baby.
Right.
Those are new terms. I guarantee my granny was married.
Come on now.
My grandpa, right, died. Right. So he's not. I met my grandpa one time, and it was in passing. The man that my granny has always been married.
Right.
So she was married, died, married, died, whatever the case was, right?
Mm-hmm.
My personal grandfather, the big G CLI, right?
Right.
He's a monster. Complete player, Mac down the whole scenario. That's where I get my Mac from.
Bam.
I get my Mac in DNA. I don't get my Mac because I put on a champion hoodie and I put on a Raiders cap, right? It's in me. It's not on me. You smell me?
Mm-hmm. I feel you. DNA, baby.
It's in the DNA. It's in my data. He had my grandma married. Dog. I don't want to say all the names because then you have to probably track me down. Exactly.
Yeah, you got to keep something to yourself. Keep something to yourself.
But it's not here. It's in a foreign land anyway. So at the end of the day, my aunties and them, they never was married, but they never was baby mamas. None of them.
It wasn't acceptable.
But no, my aunties that raised me, they raised us, which is me and my cousins, as their own children, but they never, ever was baby mamas. They was never ratchets. They was never unvirtuous. They have all the respect. I'm telling you right now, dog. If I take you home right now and we go sit down with my auntie and we go out, my auntie has the highest respects. High fucking respect. They could go anywhere.
They're called ladies.
They are fucking women. They are real women because my granny raised them that way.
Ladies, you don't accept anything less than a man open the door. You don't accept anything less than a man put the chair out at the dinner table.
Nothing, dog. And my auntie that's like me, the one that's wild, the one that's a little bit wilder, the one that be like, yo, stop getting tattoos and stop being an asshole. She's kind of asshole-ish too. So she's like, I'm like, yo, I don't know where I get it from, right? But she knows that it's just what we do. We simpatico.
Exactly.
But it was her sacrifice that made me have the ability to play soccer.
Come on now.
I played every single sport I wanted to play. Everything I was interested in, she sat there and took the money and bought me the equipment to play and did everything fucking for me.
That's love, baby.
No, you can't quantify that.
See, love is we qualify the word love with words. No, love is actions. If I love you, I'm gonna show you. Don't tell me. My dad used to tell me, don't tell me you love me, show me. And love is also sacrifice.
That's exactly why that big faced, long haired white bitch from the last video couldn't quantify it in her mind because she rather hear sweet things and get her own ego rubbed than comprehending the man's sacrifice down the line. Fuck her.
See, my mom did all the cooking in the house. My dad, I'm a great cook, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's what you were saying too. You did say that.
I'm serious, bro. I was brought up in the cooking culture. My background is I used to work for I would say 5-star restaurants. I wasn't a cook. I was a person agent, so I was around these type people. Okay. And my mother, she never allowed my father in the kitchen other than going to the refrigerator getting a beer or something to drink. Only thing, my father only cooked one thing in the house. She would allow him to cook one item, and it was salmon croquette.
Oh, croquette. No.
She loved it. He could prepare salmon croquette. If he couldn't do nothing, he knew how to cook salmon croquette. That was the only thing she would allow him to cook. But anything other than that, you would hear Boston, get out that kitchen. See, we didn't have. You understand, man? I was born in 1963.
Oh shit!
You get it? I was born in 1963. Wasn't no fast food. Wasn't no DoorDash. Wasn't all that. You had options. No, mama cooked it and we ate it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. You know, going out to fast food was a treat. Yeah, something on your birthday or something like that, maybe. McDonald's, huh? What you talking about? Mama came home. My mother started working. She would come home and start cooking after working an 8-hour shift or whatever. She didn't complain about it. Now we got older in our teens, it became a little different. But up until that point, it was just something she did.
Yeah,
that's a part of being a mother. It's her responsibility.
Because I the same way when I cook my food for my baby, right?
Right.
I know that I'm giving her food, and this labor means nothing to me.
Nothing at all.
I'm happy. I'm fucking content and happy that she has some stuff. So I don't comprehend how. I just don't get it how nowadays it turned into cooking and work in the house becomes a slavery point, and it's so disrespectful to people that fucking died during that fucking time that they take shit frivolously as fuck. Just like that big face fucking that round face girl said that MLK wasn't a good man because he popped joints on the side.
See, you have to understand. Once I don't say the word have to understand, but when you didn't live it, like I said, my eyes done seen the 60s, my eyes have seen the 70s, my eyes have seen the 80s, my eyes have seen the 90s. I've experienced this stuff, and you see a cultural shift. See, when you have a cultural shift from if she gets pregnant out of wedlock, she gets shipped out of town because it's a bad stain on the family name.
We did that shit back home in Trinidad too. Back home in Trinidad, if she got knocked, she would go down south with her other people in them.
And people knew. They didn't speak on it now. Because all of a sudden she here and she ain't here. They knew what was up. They just didn't speak on it because it was embarrassing on the family. She had to go to meet. She had to go live with Auntie so and so until the baby came or something. You know.
Now you know who else. You know what? This ain't even fucking black culture. This is culture across the board.
Right.
What's his name? Mama was 16 years old. Is it the Jim Morrison or the one who played the saxophone? What's buddy that played the saxophone?
Sax.
The famous saxophone player, dog. The best saxophone player possibly
Mal
ever
Davis?
on the planet. Huh?
Is it Mal Davis?
No, not Miles, a white boy.
McKinney. Can't be Kenny G.
It was, I'm telling you, one of their mamas got knocked at 16.
Bam.
And the grandmama took him as the mom and let her be free from it.
Come on now.
This is not black people culture shit.
Nope.
This is cultural shit. This is protection of your fucking kids. This is care and this is love thing that human beings do.
Knowing, because see, you didn't have a social system. It wasn't that you had, okay, this is how it used to work.
To be Kenny G. I think it's Kenny G.
This is how it used to work. You didn't have a social system where, besides orphans and widowers, you had to have a mate to support you.
Yes.
You get it? So once we veered from that support system, which is really supporting each other, to someone else now have to support you. You get it? It wasn't something that we saw back in the day. Welfare wasn't something given to black people. It wasn't until Lyndon B. Johnson before we had the opportunity to start experiencing the word welfare. So we always took care of each other in the community.
He's a coward. He's oh my God.
You get what I'm saying? So and then we start allowing someone else's, I gotta be careful. We start allowing someone else to put their issues on us. You get my point? What I mean by that is
be careful over here, dog. We shoot with live rounds out this joint.
Because see, I got a shotgun. I'm from Texas. So we got shotguns over him. See, you walk around the street, I'm just saying I gotta be careful. Cause old folks say I got an itchy finger. I let one go like it ain't nothing. Because I'm at my age, bro, you get to a point that you just get tired, man. You get tired, you know, with so many. When you understand,
let me reciprocate and let it be known clear as day. You heard?
I heard you.
We keep packs out this bitch.
Come on now, come on.
I should need you, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Because Joe don't understand. See,
in my couch where I sleep, where I sleep at, watch TV, or I just be cool in that. So I agree 1,000%. Dog. I agree 1,000%.
And it's not something that you pray that you never have to do that. You pray that you never have to leave. It's not that this ain't the Wild Wild West, but your physical is. They don't understand that it should be that easy to physically touch someone.
You be that conscious being. I don't want to remove you from here. Right?
You get it?
I want you to be here as long as you're supposed to naturally be here. I don't want to be the one to remove you.
No.
I'm a conscientious thinking person. I think 2 steps ahead. If we could go through this argument, this beef, and nobody is removed, great.
That's a win. That's a win.
It's a W. It's a and then think about it like this too. We both learn something from each other in the middle of the bullshit.
When we were kids,
my friends, we fight.
That's it. We're on the same page, baby. We go in the same direction.
How many of your homies today that you had umpteen years ago in your youth and your teenage years that y'all fought each other at least one time?
At least. And then what happened, see, back in my neighborhood, when we would fight, normally it wasn't no fight worth nothing. It's just a bunch of just swinging and then an elder will come by, swinging and missing. And then the elder come by after we got tired, because it didn't take long. After we got tired, he would pick us up both and hold us by each arm and say, now shake hands.
Yeah.
You got it out, now shake hands.
You're done? Yeah, we done.
You had no enemy, wasn't no ops, wasn't all that kind of stuff. And normally, 9 out of 10 times, that person became your best friend.
Then you got to go home and get your ass whooped for fighting in school. Like, God,
come on now.
We cool. We already cool. I don't care. I don't care. Don't be fighting in these. You gotta get beat up.
See, back in the day, man. I used to hear this. That's all you heard at one time, at one period of my life. I don't think I heard riding around in my dad's car was "Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud." That was all you heard. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. That's all you heard. What I'm saying.
That was JB, right?
That's JB. See what I'm saying? So the culture, what I'm saying, the afros and all that kind of stuff, the black and white TVs, you have to understand that we as a family, we didn't get a color TV until 1976. Everything was black and white.
Dog, that's way before I was even born, dog.
You get it? So if we had nothing, we had pride. I would walk down the street as a kid and hear someone say, "You must be a Hawkins boy." Or you must, they knew who I was based on my physical features. You didn't chip off the old block. They knew that. They knew my grandfather through me. They look at me and say, "Yeah, you like Mr. Boston."
Yes, true.
They knew the bloodline was very important to us as a people.
Very true. Because we respected the work of our ancestors.
Yes.
Give me 20 seconds. 20 seconds, and we about to fire. We about to fire this shit the fuck, boy.
Man. It ain't people. We have to understand. that life is really important. And once we cease to see how important life is, then we take it for granted. We take the little moments for granted. The day you wake up and don't realize you don't have a cold today, you're not congested. We take those little things for granted. And once we get back to taking life more seriously, we're doomed. Stop the fight is over.
On the game.
Respect. If we don't get back to respect a person and realize that these 7 deadly sins are real. I know I'm finna go off script a little bit.
No.
But them 7 deadly sins are real. Just look at them 7 deadly sins, man. Oh my goodness. Them 7 deadly sins are something that, man, and that's what we're experiencing, the flip side of it. You know, at one time my aunt would say, don't worry, the devil will have his day. I think what I just said, the devil will have his day. Now, what, you can't go to church without seeing the devil. You get my point? The devil's in the church now. Back in the day, I promise you that he probably was in there, but he was quiet. Now the devil in there kicking it and dancing, and you get my point? You know, believe me, I'm not that far from a certain big mega church. I'm not that far. Believe me, I've actually attended that church. I was one time a member of that church.
Hold on, I put it in the chat to be smooth. You heard?
Yep.
Smooth.
See, and so, but my dad would say, once I started attending that particular church, well, son, you need to go to a smaller church where you can actually talk to your pastor. You can either have a relationship with your pastor, you know. But I'm young and I want to get out there because it's a new wave. You know, the mega church was just kicking in where you get to go and all these people around, all these people and stuff. You know, it was new, it was fascinating to me. But wisdom is a strange thing. You know, I'm so blessed to have had my father in my life before he went to glory. That's why I use the term Mr. Boston. You know, that's my daily respect to my dad. I use his moniker. That's Mr. Boston. You know,
tell Big G, big salute, bro.
And the things he taught me, I used to didn't understand back. You know, you're not gonna understand back then. You don't know that he's basically planting seeds. He know you're not gonna understand the things he say at the time he says them, but he has to plant them in you. He has to instill this stuff in you, because if you keep living, if you just keep waking up every morning, these things are gonna, you know. Now at age 61, I'm still dissecting some of the things my dad said to me, and it coming to pass. And I'm going, oh, now I'm having those gotcha moments. Oh, now I get it moments. When he used to say certain little things, I'm like, huh? You know, a hard head would bring about a soft behind. What are you talking about? That means I told you to go over there and sit down, but you over there keep on messing around. Now they come over there and put something on that bottom because you had a hard head. Now I gotta come put some tenderizer on that butt because you wasn't listening.
I gotta get on your heels. Absolutely.
I love you enough, because if I don't discipline you in the house, you're gonna go in these streets wilding out, undisciplined, and something may happen to you. I'd rather discipline you in the house before you get in the streets and get disciplined.
All right. Let's talk about DNA. And then we talk about Fat Joe and his creepy ass.
Oh, not this nut.
If I took my time to lay down with your mother, gave me a 9-month special, I'm watching my replica walk around.
Come on now.
I know who I am. I can see what you do today, what would happen fucking tomorrow.
Ding, 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 ding.
I have to go at your head gotta bang that frame hard.
Come on now.
Because I don't want you to do what you are what you possibly feel free to do tomorrow. I gotta stop it at day one. I gotta.
Yes, I see what you don't see. I see what's in you. I see me in you. I see me in you. You don't realize what you're about to do. I know what you're finna do.
Anytime somebody tell you DNA not real, tell them this story right here.
Huh.
Go look at the movie, the documentary called Blackfish.
Okay.
It's about the killer whale named Tilikum. No other killer whales have ever killed anybody but him and his bloodline.
Wow.
How did his bloodline become the killer DNA of SeaWorld?
Man.
Let people watch things, but they don't fucking comprehend what the things really be saying to them, dog.
No, it's all entertainment. It's all about entertainment.
Just like we watch this big face Trinidadian.
Right.
Talk a narrative. Just like what the big face white girl in her vehicle talk a narrative with the braided lady behind. Yo, you have to stop and watch it 2 times. Don't watch it 1 time.
Nope.
Watch it 2 times. They are telling you literally what is going on. Yeah. You have to have the awareness. It is awareness exists beyond.
See what you're talking about, man. What's coming out of you?
I think I already lived another life already, dog.
Yeah.
And I'm just here again. I swear it down. Because I was born knowing a bunch of shit. I was just born and I was like, okay, I know that.
You know why? But I'm gonna tell you from my perspective. You know why you know all this stuff, man? Your grandmother, your aunts, your uncles, all their life experiences, they pour into you. And so sometimes it's almost like deja vu. You have a deja vu moment, you know, not realizing you actually live in some of their past. You get it?
Non-stop, I have deja vu.
And like I say, you're in a very small group of people. You know, you're what we call a dying breed. You know, for you and I, look at your age, 37, and I am 61. We can understand one another, and that's based on our past history. We talked about things that we both can identify with, our upbringing.
You know, and know it to be true.
You know my point? And so that's not no hierarchy in this conversation.
No. You get it? It's brotherhood. To me, I think it's brotherhood.
Exactly. It's not because I'm older and you got it. No. That's an inherent thing called respect. I expect respect from those who understand what the word respect means. If you don't understand it, then now you can't give what you don't understand.
I don't think a lot of us could move around being disrespectful in the sense where, because you're gonna have to ask, you have to answer for it. You smell me?
Yes. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. In today's society, even just say for instance,
you have to answer.
We talk about these what they call them the YNs today. You cannot disrespect a YN. Now we gotta understand what the word respect means. A lot of people
up out here, dog.
Yeah, well, you have to understand. A lot of people. When I grew up, I couldn't openly just start talking to an adult. I knew my place.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, I knew my place.
Or you got to get the fuck out the room.
Come on now. You know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying. There's a time and place for everything. And when you came in from school, I'm gonna piggyback on what you just said.
Right out.
It's something called home training. See,
and home training, bro.
Yes, you couldn't. My mother, I didn't automatically know I was supposed to walk in the door coming home from school if mother had company and say, hello, just speak. And then at that point, you shut up. You shut up, and then mama gonna take it from there. She gonna either introduce you or she gonna tell you to continue to walk into your room. But you didn't sit down next to mama in her company and start getting involved. You didn't address mama's company as some other than it was yes ma'am and no ma'am. It's called home training. And once we start deviating from those things, because of the fact that all of a sudden you got we got the mom syndrome. See, at one time I didn't ever have a mom. I had a mother when I grew up, but until then I had a mama. I didn't have no mom. I had a mama. It was mama. It wasn't no mom. It was mama. But now all of a sudden we got moms. No, that's a white folk term. That came from them. That didn't come from us. See? And so that's why it's more than just replacing a man with welfare. They replaced that man with something more than just welfare. See, you saying I don't need a man.
Now they're doing it with education too.
Sure.
Because they,
you know,
they got men studies.
But indoctrination, bro.
You can't go to college. You can't go to college and take menism. Right?
Come on, man.
You go to college and take womanist class, feminism class, vagina class to teach you about women. I don't give a fuck. I was born by one. I fucking comprehend it already.
No, not you, because see, you must hate women. You know, you hate your mama, you hate everybody. Huh? Why I gotta hate? See, it's all a psychological mind. Okay, I'm gonna say it. It's all a psychological mind fuck. You gotta understand, these people get in your head, and then that thing that we call a television. Now listen what I just said. Tell a vision. Who vision being told? So we started looking at this stuff back in the day. I couldn't get down with the get down because somebody had to watch the television. Now the television was on the someone's telling a vision called the soap operas. They were so entrenched in these daytime soap operas, you couldn't do nothing till the soap opera went off at 3 o'clock. To All My Chillings, General Hospital, all these things went off. You can't touch nobody. You just gotta sit there. Huh? And then endure it. But you sitting there, you ready. Cause see, at 3 o'clock, mama and them getting ready to come home. You ain't got that much time. You know, snuck out of school, went over there, jumped through some windows, trying to get you a little something for the, you know what I'm saying? But you up here watching General Hospital. Girl, I ain't got but 5 more minutes. Like, what you doing? What you doing? Now I gotta hide under the bed. I'm scared, hoping daddy gonna go to the other side of the room so I can jump out the window over the backyard fence. That's why they start having dogs in the backyard. Cause they tired of each other coming through them windows. Hey? Y'all don't understand what a brother done been through. Y'all taking this life for granted, man. I'm trying to preach to the choir, but you ain't listening. You gotta pay attention to them old folk. We ain't trying to run your life. We just telling you, man, you ain't doing nothing new under the sun. Y'all think what y'all doing, everybody's so smart. No! And I understand, because I ain't listen either. I don't act like, oh, man, my dad was this, my dad was that. Yeah, he told me, but I didn't listen. I heard it, but I still went out there and did some things.
I was king asshole, bro. King asshole. I admit, every ass whooping, every time my uncle pull up, every time, all them shits, I earned them shits the real way. I earned them just the real way, dog. Never been scared.
First
Never been a scary person. I ate fear when I started fighting when I started putting them, you know what I'm saying, getting scraped and I was scraping shit. Put that shit in the pocket. I've been living a rough life my whole life. Even today, my life is still rough because if my contract says we gotta go do things in Iran or Ukraine, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's where I'm gonna be at. You smell me?
Yep.
It's just I do contract work.
Woo.
For the DOD.
Yeah, right.
Never backed out, never been scared, never been worried, none of that shit. The only thing I think about contemplate is my baby. That's it.
That's it.
Only thing I contemplate is my baby, dog. No,
you have a focus.
I'd have been outside, scraped. I done got scraped up,
scrape some homies up, and
Right.
I'm talking about 5 minutes later, unloading rats.
Yep.
I'm cutting through parking lots.
Yep.
Because somebody pulled up and unloaded the rats because that was their brothers in them.
That's
I've been through this shit, dog.
See, people that hadn't see it's
this shit. My
you have a
tooth
history
long for a reason, dog.
Yep. See, I used to work a lot of temporary jobs because me and that thing you like to do that's in front of me that I have to at this moment in time have to put aside.
Yeah.
That's all I enjoy doing is puff, give. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. I'm not I don't really indulge in alcohol that much. I'm not a real big drinker. So that really messed up my socialism. You know, when you don't drink, you're almost like an outcast in society. You know, because you're not going to the
because yes. You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah, because see, when you smoke, smokers are kind of like you can't go outside back in the day. You couldn't go outside just walking the street smoking. So you're gonna be in-housed.
That's a good point.
And so, and then plus smoking really wasn't a social type thing. You know, you probably had one or two buddies, but other than that, you can smoke by yourself. But it's hard for people to drink by themselves. Drinking is a social type mechanism. That's why you have bars.
I already saw what you were saying, and it's circular as fuck. It makes sense. When I was in my youth, right, and I was outside,
right.
I never blazed outside.
Nope. See,
I used to go into my mother when me and my mother was together. I used to go in the basement, right, blaze in there. But that was after I already knew I was safe. You smell me?
Yep. It was comfortable.
I wasn't outside in the street blazing, wiggity wacky, walking around wonky like. No, hell no, because I know to navigate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I was navigating correctly.
Yeah, it wasn't a social thing. It was something
No, exactly. G.
Plus, how can you be comfortable? See, when you were in the basement, you were comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You were comfortable. Bro. But how can you be in the streets when y'all paranoid because what you smoking?
I'm gonna be paranoid. That's exactly. I'm gonna be paranoid as shit.
Paranoid as shit. If somebody smell me, they smell it on me. You know, is it? You get my point?
I'm gonna be hella paro, bro.
Yeah, so it's all bro. It's man. When I wake up in the morning, sometimes, man, leaving the house is very difficult. Believe me, and I'm what you call. I may say I'm introverted, but there's three phases.
You're definitely introverted.
You know, you're introverted.
I know you're introverted because I'm an
yeah, bro. I'm serious, man. I've been and I wasn't born an introvert. I just had life situations that that made me become an introvert. But there's three of them. There's introvertness, there's extrovertness, but there's one more that people don't really understand. It's called ambivert. Ambivert is the person that's in the middle.
Yes.
So when I walk outside my house, I have to transform from an introverted person to an ambivert. An ambivert lets people in.
Ambidextrous.
Yes, I have to be both of them. I have to be right hand and left hand at the same time. I have to be social.
It's ambidextrous.
Yes, even though I don't want to be social, I still have to be social because I can't go out and be an introvert. An introvert brings too much attention. An introvert gets gets shine on. Something wrong with introverts. So for me to focus and navigate society, I have to transform into an ambivert personality.
What's your personality type?
I'm a Libra.
You're not a beta male. But
no. I'm not a beta male. I'm what you call I have a very eclectic personality. My personality is what I would call more of a my person is an acquired. You know how there's certain things that you have to have a taste for. I have a real word type personality. I talk in riddles. I don't just say things to make it plain. My personality is like, I want you to think. So I may say something that you're not going to get once I say it. And if you're a thinker, eventually it'll come to you. So I have to not, so it's hard for me because I've been that type of person so long. So when I communicate with people, it comes out weird like to them. Like, for instance, I may say, and I love music. I love music. So I use a lot of music type jargon to say, to communicate with people. I may say, that's a Charlie Wilson. And you'll look upside my head like, what you just say? What I'm trying to say, that's a ooh-wee. See, Charlie Wilson's catchphrase was ooh-wee. So I may see something and go ooh-wee, and they go, huh? I said, that's a Charlie Wilson. Or you may see Keith Sweat. You know, something just ain't right. I said, that's a Keith Sweat, you know. And so if you're not really around me enough to understand my personality, the things I say are going to go over your head. So I have to be minded of what I'm saying because I know what I'm saying is not going to make sense to you. But it makes a lot of sense to me. But to the average person, it makes no sense because you're not talking straight. Man, just tell me what you mean, bro. You're making it more complicated than it has to be. But in my mind, you get it? In my mind.
So we call it two things. It's two things that we call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called reading the room, and we call it it's reading the room.
Right.
And what the fuck? It was just in my brain. It's reading the room and knowing the audience. Right?
Yes. Yes. That's my sister saying.
Most times I'll be out the way. You smell me? Because I know what I'm finna. I know how I get down. I know myself. I know I'm finna. I know I don't talk with sugar and spice.
Right.
I talk and I let that shit be laid flat for what it is.
Damn.
And you know what? I'll never stop doing it. I've never not gotten boxed. I'm not finna stop doing that shit, dog. Because that's what Box wants. They want men to be fucking men at the end of the day, regardless of what the fuck it is. Hence the reason why you got these YN, right?
Right.
They talking it, but they really talking it from their short experience on life.
Yes. Yes.
They don't have the long frame conversation to say, well, at this point, when I was 1 to 7, I was raised here, right?
Experience.
They can't break it down.
No.
And make and a woman, I guarantee. Let me lay some Mac. I'm gonna give a little bit of Mac.
Come on now, preach.
A woman that likes you is extremely interested in the way you really was raised.
Yes.
She's contemplating how to comfort you. A woman, not some you bagged, not some you ran across. A woman that likes you and wants to be in your life will listen to the hard points of life.
Bam. Well, see,
right,
think about.
I'm a fucking
Yes, I've experienced it.
I don't slow up on the Mac game. I can't slow up on the Mac game. I'm divorced already. You heard?
I got my hand in the air. I got my hand in the air. Got my hand in the air. See, you have to understand. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little something. I'm 6'3", between 150. I'm 6'3", between 160, 55, 60 pounds. I'm somewhat muscular in my physique. I walk with a stride. I'm kind of a happy-go-lucky spirit. I'm very noticeable in how I carry myself.
At 6'3", yeah, motherfucker. 6'3". So I'm at 6'3".
Yeah, I don't walk around with a smile on my face all the time. So, you know, I've had the privilege to be adored in life. That's something very few people gonna experience. When a woman look up at your eyes and she just like she in La La Land. You know, because it's just, but it's how you carry yourself as well. See, I don't walk around.
I'm a tall person too, so I understand.
Yeah, I'm not really, I'm not. It's not that I'm a disagreeable person. I'm just not into the bull.
Yeah,
I have that. Yeah, I can sniff out bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You my point.
I'm not jacking it.
And so I'm a straight shooter for the most part. And so a majority of back in the day, I'm not really. I can't really tell you what today's females are really all about. So I try to avoid as much as possible. Me personally, because I've experienced a different type. What I'm saying, I've experienced ladies versus today's females. A lady is something like a charm school type things. What I'm saying, today's females don't know the difference between a solid fart.
It's gonna depend on what you want to.
But see, when you live in a cookie cutter society, a copycat society, what I'm saying. That's why we had the segment yesterday about tattoos. Tattoos wasn't something that you just went back in the day. It wasn't something that was really acceptable. It was like, because the majority of people lived under a church morality, what I'm saying. You get what my point? And so when people start moving away, see, morality starts, morality.
Yeah.
You get it? And so
tattoos have always been negative.
Yes. See, you didn't hear back in the day, you can't tell me. That was something you never heard. You can't tell me. Huh? You know what? That's rebellions. That's when the rebellion part kicked in. You can't tell me what to do. Then how can we learn, or how can we grow together if the person that's getting you a drink of water, can't tell you nothing?
Yo, send me $1. Send me
$1. Get it?
Send me $1 on the Cash App, and I'm buying your fucking. You smoking? You smoking Joe?
I'm just
half a pound.
Bro, I'm just saying, you breaking this out, man. This is the first time in my life existence I've ever been on someone's show, been on cam.
You serious?
This is the first time. I've never done this before. But something in my spirit this morning just pushed me to doing this.
Well, you got skill. You got skill to pay bills. For sure.
Bro, I have such a love for people that it hurts.
Yeah, the betterment of like let's get down the road type love.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to. I can see by having 2 sons. I have 2 sons, and I can see when they're going in a direction they shouldn't go in. But as a father, as a dad, I can't say nothing.
Yeah,
you get it.
If I. One of the most troubling things I've dealt with, right, was me and my ex-wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, the boys aren't my boys. They're not from my bloodline, right?
Right.
So they're my what they call step kids. I don't like that fucking word. I think that word is disgusting. I think it's disgusting. I think it's fucking garbage talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it come time for me to give them God's fucking law,
come on now,
I didn't have the room, and if I gave it to them, it would be a fucking issue.
Come on now,
because I would have to turn around and answer to somebody else. I'm not gonna do it ever again in my life. I don't advise people to do it. But when it comes to everything else, I could do everything else. And trust me, I'm not kicking this lady back in.
Yeah,
I love this lady even to today.
Yep, it's respect.
She could call me today and ask me for something.
She gonna get it,
and I got it.
Yep.
I would absolutely extend my hand, and she knows this shit. This is not a fucking weird conversation. If she sees this pod, she knows I'm speaking the truth.
Right.
I've never, even in divorce, I've never retracted my hand from any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what I bring it, bro. That's what I bring it, man.
When it comes to conversation, when it comes to paper, whatever the fuck it is, whatever you need, I would fight and hunt to figure it out for you.
You're attached, bro.
Because in here,
yep,
I love you.
Yep. See that don't see what happened was what happened was that because y'all are not physically together, that bond. See when y'all first become attracted to one another, attraction is a odd type thing, and it don't always go both ways to a certain extent. We can be attracted to each other, but always one gonna be more than the other. One person
is not, boy.
It's
all right. all right. I'm about to get on your heels. What are you attracted to?
I'm like I said, I'm very much old school. I haven't been in a relationship with a white woman. I hadn't been in a relationship with a Hispanic woman. I've always been in a relationship with sisters, as they want to call them, as black women. But I've experienced deep. I've experienced.
I got you. Hold on. I got you. You hang out with
forever. Black queens forever. Come here. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never, snow puppy. Black queens forever.
No, I just haven't experienced it. You my point? It's not that I prefer one other than the other. It's just been my experience.
Right.
I've been, I'm. It's not that I'm not. Yeah,
So
I'm not more. I'm more comfortable around black women because that's been my experience. I've never really reached out to the other type in a sense. I've never been.
No. If she bailed down and say that hat and them shades,
come on now,
man. Let me take you to motherfucking Cheesecake Factory and buy you a cheesecake.
Oh, I'm going. Oh no, don't get me wrong. Like I say, the issue has nothing to do with the other type. It's just an experience thing. What I'm saying. I remember I told you I'm introverted. So when you're introverted, so that's a little. I'm a little shy. What I'm saying. See, like your Mac and my Mac is different.
Yes.
My Mac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My Mac is my accessories. That's my Mac. What I mean by my accessories is my height, my appearance, my dress. I'm always neat.
That's a draw.
Yeah, when I walk out the house, the word attractive is applied to me. I'm an attractive person. I ain't a handsome man all the time, but I'm an attractive man. I'm well put together.
That's absolutely fine. You
get I'm well put together.
Yeah.
I don't approach women. Yeah. Women approach me. I don't approach women.
Well, have mercy on myself.
And it's not a brag thing. It's something about I'm a mysterious type character. What I'm saying, I walk with a level of confidence, and I use all my 6'3"ness. I know what I'm doing. I use all my 6'3"ness.
Yeah, Mac it down, G.
You get what I'm saying? So it's a different kind of Mac. What I'm saying, I don't really have no words. I don't. Like when I was married,
I'm Mac a little differently, but
it's a different kind of Mac.
It's similarities because we all Macking, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like I'm gonna smell good. My appearance is gonna be totally different from the next man you see. So I'm gonna stand out. You get my point? I have tons of. I grew up with GQ magazines. I have probably 5 tuxedos. I like classy type stuff. I got 5 tuxedos. I rather wear a pair of slacks and some loafers.
Let me ask you a better question.
Yes, sir.
At what age should we start investing in those type of gear?
Well, I would say basically around.
I'm 37. I want to start investing in it. I want to start buying 3 pieces and et cetera, et cetera.
Well. See, here's the thing about clothes.
I'm a rugged type of motherfucker, though. At the same
time.
See,
clothes is an extension of your personality to a certain extent. My mother, I get mine from my DNA. My mother was a fashion queen. My dad, Mr. Boston, Mr. Boston ain't never bought a pair of underwear, a pair of socks. Mr. Boston ain't never bought none of that stuff. My mama dressed my dad from the rooter to the tutor. You know what I'm saying? And he was clean. That joke was always clean.
I
You know,
don't think I'm mad at her for that.
You know, so when I walk out, I'm gonna look nice, what I'm saying. But it's all a part of, I would say around the age 26, 27, you should always have like that standard thing. You should always have a pair of black shoes, brown shoes, and blue shoes. Those are standard type things. You should always have a pair of at least 5 pair of slacks.
Hold on. Brown, black, and blue?
And blue. Those are basic colors, what I'm saying. Because, like, remember I told you I have all these tuxedos? Reason why I may have 4 tuxedos, but
no. Talk to the mini max coming up in
okay.
Mini
For instance, like today's society, jeans are something that's prevalent. People are more comfortable. See, people now are more comfortable. It's about being comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
See, it's about being comfortable. Well, back in the day, that wasn't a standard comfort. What I'm saying, you know, you're talking about a certain class. When I mean class, we're talking about a certain level of wanna being. You know, a suit jacket with a pair of jeans and some nice kicks worn properly, and a nice starched white shirt worn properly can be a certain level of class. There's certain items you don't wear everywhere. If you're going out to a nice dinner, an elegant dinner, you should know that you're supposed to have a tie on. But these type of clothing makes the modern person uncomfortable because of a certain level of class. What I'm saying. You get it? The average person, the average male today don't know how to tie a tie because these are not things that's in his daily routine. Those are things that are normal for some older men because we have to look at things in certain degrees. We like to say men and women. I like to use the term more of there are those because we're not all the same. Even though we may say, well, I'm old school. Well, what type of old school? We're not all the same. Our personalities are different. So you're going to attract, especially like today's society. When I walk out, I attract everything. I attract the flies. I attract little kids, grown for. I attract. It's a term it's called it. Unfortunately, I have this term called it. I have it. I don't want it, but I have it. You get it? I just have it. I walk into a room and people are basically kind of drawn to me in a sense. And so that's what you get. I just have it. It's not like I said, it's nothing to brag about because it's not when you're introverted, you don't want it when you're introverted. If you're an extroverted person, it makes more sense because you're more inviting. I'm more of a standoffish kind of person at times, and let me invite you in. Because I'm reading, like you said, reading the room, I'm reading the personalities. I'm looking at your tails. I'm listening to the words that you are saying. So I know what class to put you in, what level to deal with you at, what I'm saying. Words are important. Dialect is important. And how you're speaking to people, depending on what class of people you're talking to. See, if your vocabulary is kind of lacking, then you're going to hover around a certain type of people. But if you have a more extensive vocabulary, you're more comfortable extending yourself to different types of people. I can understand my vocabulary is not the highest in the world, but I can be in certain rooms and you can't shake me. You can't say something that I don't really understand. I know when I'm being patronized. And when you come across that person, know you understand them in that way, then they're going to respect you. It ain't about being black or being white all the time. You get it? I can go somewhere and got a penny in my pocket and I look like $1 million and I'm I'm the person that'll walk in, just say for instance, there was times in my youth, I would go places and I didn't have to spend money because of just my appearance and how I move. But people would offer me, hey, would you like me to offer you a drink and this and whatever? And then we have a conversation. And it was, I find you very interesting. That's the one I like for you to meet. They don't know me from hide to hair, but because how you present yourself and your knowledge and learning, now this didn't just come overnight. It's a learning process. You know, Mr. Gullible here, I've been so many times in my life, I've been gullible, been taken advantage of, not a victim, but just not understanding, not reading the room.
That's why I think the point of us talking about garments works, right?
Right.
Because your garments doesn't necessarily make you who you are. My granny told me this shit. She say, man, make it clothes. Clothes don't make man.
That's it.
Mean man inside of clothes.
Yes.
Still has to present the man. You still have to be who you are. Right?
Yes, it's just accessories. That's what I'm saying. Just accessories. When I walk in a room, they see the clothes, but until I start talking or interacting with them,
the door opens. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it's a calling card. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm a park person. I enjoy going to the park. Like I told you at one time, I'm a cyclist. I ride my bike, and that's odd to a lot of people in a sense. I love hitting the golf club. Yes, I have 2 electric bikes. I have 5 other type bikes. I just, the transportation thing. I don't own a car.
No, to me, no. My granddaddy's a cyclist. So it's not
because I'm a loner. What I'm saying. So why do I need all these extra things? And at this point in my age, it's not about longevity anymore. What I'm saying. You get my point? I'm in my 60s. So it's about quality of life, not quantity. I'm about quality. You get
it? If I email me, because I wanna have you on my show more than just this small part, right?
I appreciate it. That's something I can probably.
I think the conversation goes, because I'm only 30. I'm only 37. I'm about to be 38 this year, right?
Uh-huh.
So what I'm saying is, you could probably bring a microphone to what I do say.
We can
kick it and we can hang out. And if you into it,
well, see, like you said again, you haven't seen me on the stuff you own. See, I had to put it down for a moment. But bro, once I'm medicated, that's a whole different personality. See, I'll tell you something. See, that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little full exposure a little bit. My name is Tyrone. My dad's name is Boston. When I was a kid, my friends would come over to the house. Instead of calling my dad by his last name, they would call him by his first name. They would call him Mr. Boston. That's his first name. So it became something. It became just the norm, Mr. Boston. My dad, my father was the neighborhood dad. I didn't realize it till a long time. My sister would say, "You realize our daddy was the neighborhood dad?" I'm like, "Huh?" When people, because he was a very talkative individual. He was a storyteller. And so the kids would love to come.
He's engaging. He's engaging with them.
He's very engaging. I'm serious to the point my mother would say, "Boston, please," because he would talk so much, But he always had something. It was his form of giving back, and I believe it was his form of sharing his wisdom.
That's what it was. Because not everybody at his security. So
I'm Mr. Boston 2.0.
So I'm gonna give, right?
It was a responsibility.
I'm gonna give you a story.
Yes, it was a responsibility, man. And you walked away. You will walk away sometimes feeling, it was, to me, more than I think about it, it was like love bonding. You walked away, you felt love. My father never treated my friends and the neighborhood kids the way he really treated us. He never disciplined them, but he showed them love, what I'm saying, through his conversations, through his letting them know, hey, guess what? That could have been private conversations that they had that I never knew about. What I'm saying, that could have been times they came to the house, I wasn't there, and my dad would sit there and talk to them. Because my friends, when I got older, would always ask me about my dad. How's Mr. Boston doing?
You got to think about the effect that a person could have, or one conversation could have.
Yes.
And especially when you look at these videos where people are ready to remove themselves from the planet. Yeah.
Right.
And a simple conversation be like, yo, dog, we got hella shit to do, dog. So
I believe you and I
wish I could have talked to I wish I could have talked to my dogs a little bit before they. You feel me?
Yep.
I didn't get a chance to, and I took it personally, and I was mad about everything. And stress is stress, and life is life, and things happen all the time.
Yep.
So it's no two ways about it, right? This is the reality. Once we have the ability,
right,
to do good, and we all have the ability to do good.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's all about degrees.
Yeah. So what? So when I do, to me, it's that simple. Why not do it?
Yep. Well, see, like we say, it's all about we're all the same. We just have certain degrees of stuff. Like we say, good and bad. Well, it's all certain degrees. What I'm saying. At one time, I can be an a-hole, but it depends on the person, the situation, and my mindset. That's times I have to come back, and I'm grateful to my parents that taught me how to say I'm sorry and be sincere when I say it. What I'm saying, because when you wounded someone, even if it's unintentionally, if I've said something to hurt your feelings, it's gonna bother me. I'm that kind of personality. If I know that you're unhappy because of something I said, I'm eventually gonna come back and try to fix it. Now, if you accept it or not, it's on you. But it'll be a burden on my soul and my heart if I don't do something about it. It'll nag me. If you and I got into a conversation and it went south, even if it's something that you initiated or whatever, or however it went about, I still have the need to want to fix it, what I'm saying. Because I don't want to walk around, you know what I'm saying? I want to walk around all mentally jacked up, what I'm saying, you know, because
like
first of all,
like a man. You don't walk around like a man.
Yeah, because
absolutely
when we get heated, we say things we mean. I don't like people say, well, I didn't mean that. That's not true. We say what we mean when we get upset.
Yeah. Women say shit they mean, but they want to take back.
They can't take it back because it came out.
That they mean that they will probably die off of.
Yep. You have to be careful. Your words, see, because when we angry, we're trying to get back. We're trying to cut. And depending on what type of utensils you're using, you can cut pretty deep. And some things you say you can't come back from.
Can't come back from.
That's why it's good to sometimes just walk away. Calm down, you know, count to 10, whatever they used to call it, what I'm saying, because you can say something to a person that can change their whole disposition when it comes to you. They'll never see you the same as they did before you said that.
Correct.
You know, they can never look at you the same. It's almost like using we'll get a little I open up a little bit. In the process of me going through my divorce, we hadn't divorced yet, but my ex said something to me that I knew when she said it came out of her mouth, everything was over. When she said this simple phrase, I lost respect for you. When she said that, it was over. There was nothing else I can do from that point forward to convince her, to make her see me in a different kind of light. I've done something to her so terrible that she's lost the thing that I needed the most from her. She said, I don't, and then when a person don't respect you no more, they don't care anymore. So we must be minded of when we're talking, because we can't let that anger come out and we just, blah, 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 we just word vomit, and then we feel better, but that person now have to deal with the cleanup.
Guaranteed.
And these are things that if we don't know that we're supposed to learn these things, because now we dealing with personality disorders, we dealing with egos, we dealing with I gotta be right, so I ain't gonna back down. We're not really a people that's really trying to get along with one another. That sometimes I have to give you that right. I don't have to just say, for instance, we get into a conversation. There has to be a point somebody has to say, okay, I surrender. And be okay with it. Because now we'll just keep going back and forth. There's got to be a point where I got to say, okay, bro, I'm good. I understand. And not show animosity behind it, but really say, okay, I give you that. Being right ain't always right all the time. And because you were right, sometimes you have to say, guess what? For the betterment and the healthiness of our relationship, I got to give up. I surrender.
I don't think this small thing is worth the major thing.
Yes, so yes.
We address this in a different day, right?
There you go. The battle in the war. Do you want to win the battle or you want to win the war?
Battle versus the fucking. No, I said this shit last. All right, I'm done.
What's more important?
I'm fucking done. Yo, I'm done. I'm done. Because now you're making me realize that the shit I be saying is in the universe. Yo, this is FDNHT.
That's why I love you, bro. It's like, because sometimes it's like you're trying to get your point across, and it's so simple to you. You get it? And your mindset is so simple. And like Missy would say sometimes, yeah, it's simple to you, but when the person receiving it, based on them and their personality and what they know and what they don't know, it can be complicated. You know, and it's like you banging your head, and I want to say sometimes, son, calm down. Like calm down, because your health is more important. Your stress level. That's why you puff so much, because that puffness. That's why I'm going through some things, and I really need my medication. But I have to refrain from the medication until I get some certain issues fixed. But I will return to the medication eventually. But right now, I have to put it down. What I'm saying, I have to be strong enough to say, guess what? I have to get these things fixed, and then there will come a time. My goal is retirement, man. I probably never I would never retire in the form of retirement. I'll probably work my way. I will probably die working. What I'm saying, because of retirement ain't the same. What I'm saying, but I'm the person that if I could, my perfect day is a nice, comfortable day riding to the park with my golf clubs. I hit these Nerf golf balls. I have earphones in my ear. I'm dancing. I'm just free like. If I was able to sit up under my umbrella with my chair and smoke me a spliff, drink me a Blue Moon with some orange slices, and kick my shoes off and just chill. That's a perfect day for me. And don't make it more perfect where I have a person in my life where I can go home, take a shower, put on my rags that I enjoy wearing, and find someone I can walk and hold hands. Something as simple as holding hands is something I haven't done in I don't know how long. I'm not an overly sexual, horny type person. But it's the simple things that's so important these days. Just holding hands, walking, those things. Little French kiss. We call it French kissing. I can't remember last time I wanted to put my someone else. I'm not a woman. You get it? These simple things that we've lost over time. That's corny. You know, you just want to walk. Like I say, it's because society now has become so much. Simple things are not important. You know, back in the day, taking someone out to eat, when you first meet someone, it wasn't so much about taking them out to eat. We're just going out to get to know each other. It wasn't about if you went to Applebee's or if you went to McDonald's. It
was
wasn't about where you went. Yeah, we around each other.
We cool.
I just want to be with you. What I'm saying, I don't care where we go, where we are. The key ain't about where we at. It's about us. I want to be in your presence. We done lost that, and it's what I'm saying. You get it?
When I was married, my wife, me and my wife, we went to Friday. I think it was Friday.
Okay.
This was our date night Friday hangout, right?
Right.
We slid up, and she was like, "Baby, I'm gonna pay for these people meal." I'm like, "Bitch, you're not. I'm gonna end up paying for these people fucking meal."
The man thing.
She said, No, because it's the girl. She is really going at her friends for being ratchet.
Huh.
I say, well, why not just pay for her meal? For her being a decent young woman.
Right.
She's like, yeah. Cool. I'm not paying for the people bad behavior at all.
Right. Come on now. Standards.
She came back, she was like, yeah, no. I talked to the lady and it's her meal. And I'm like, cool. But on that way out the restaurant, when she was trying to get her check, she's like, oh no, you good. I showed her squared away. She came over there and sat down and talked to my wife for like 2 minutes. Like, they had a conversation. I'm like, no, you solid. Be decent. That's all I have to say. Be decent.
You're a special breed, bro. See, stuff like that is that thing that it's that manhood. See, you have to understand you're a tweener. You what I call a tweener. You're caught between two worlds, the old world and the new world. You've experienced the old world at a level that a lot of people today don't understand. So it's almost like your old soul. You my point? A manhood.
I sat down with all of them, G. I do. I think I do have a special experience. I've sat down with a lot of people. Right?
Right.
And that's life. That's what life is. But let me close out, my G. I thank you for coming through.
Man, I appreciate the time, man. Like I said again, it's something I probably wouldn't have done, man. But you're that guy, man. You're that guy.
You gotta pull up and talk about suits and give these, and let's talk about suits and stuff like that. Like
whatever you need, man. Whatever you need, man. I'm at your disposal.
My man, $100 grand. I'm gonna shoot my fucking pity crack video tomorrow. Big salute to you, man.
Salute, baby. And a shout out to Mr. Mashan. Without her, I'd never heard of you, brother.
Messy's a preacher, bro. That's my baby. For sure.
I'm serious. That's my sister, bro. I'm serious, man. You two, like I said again, y'all are, for an introverted person like myself, y'all are my so-called friends and family. You know, I don't want to.
I know exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to a lot of people and stuff. I don't have people call me and say what's up. I don't have I'm not attached to people like that. What I'm saying. So that's why whatever's going on at this moment, it has to be more organic than it seems. Because I'm not a person that really would do something like this. So for the Holy Spirit, that's how I see it. For the Holy Spirit to touch me in a way to make me go through, because I'm not a technical person. You know, I'm old school. I'm not into phones and gadgets and things of that nature. So for me to go through all that to get to you, it was what they call prerequisites, heaven sent. It was something that was supposed to happen today to me.
Supposed to have been happening, yeah, for sure.
This was supposed to. I didn't have a clue that this was going to happen to me. My day was going to be like this, you know. But you have blessed me to a point that my confidence level as a man I'm serious, my brother. You know, it's something like I would love at one time before I leave this planet to meet you.
Fantastic, bro.
You know, I think that would be, you're talking about an experience.
The world
That's
is yours,
something I'm very
brother.
much looking forward to.
The world is yours, G.
Hey, man,
The
I
world is yours.
appreciate it, man. I just say it again, you know, man, it's a baton thing, my brother, as we close. It's basically just a baton thing. You
That's
know,
it.
my time on this bad boy is getting shorter and shorter. So my goal is to pass the baton, man.
Yeah.
And is to have someone to pass the baton to, what I'm saying. My kids, they love me, but they've been around me so much, they've heard dad say this and dad say that. They've gotten all I can give them. And so the kids just to pass the baton, man, to make the next person, the next generation experience a little bit more easier. You know, that's what my dad's job was as we close out, is that it was his job to go out. Yeah, it's like it was. Yes,
Shoot
it's
me
like,
an email. Sure.
I'm hook you up, baby. It's like, look at it like this, man. When you're in a tribe, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You always need that person to go out beyond the tribe, the scout, to go out and see things, to come back and tell the tribe. Y'all need that guy to go out there and go see what's going on, to come back and say, hey, man, let me show you. So they'll have to know before they go out there and experience, that someone has to experience it first. And if you're willing to come back and listen to what I saw, to come and tell you what to avoid, what not to avoid, what I've seen, that's the beauty of it all. If it wasn't for my father going out in the world, coming back, telling me about the world before I got out there, he's just trying to make my walk a little bit more easier. I'm going to fall and stumble. I'm going to have my own life experience. But the goal is to say, hey, man, you're just going out there. You're not just going out there bucket naked. Let me give you something to work with before you just get out there.
Yes,
You know, let me give you a yes, ma'am, and a yes, sir, before you walk out there just walking around there. You know the point? So that's the goal, what I'm saying. So allow me that opportunity. That's it, bro. That's what true love really is, man.
Tools for
You know my
life,
point?
G.
I don't cut on your show to debate with you, to argue with you, to be the. That's not the, you know. So it may seem like, you know, well, he's a teacher's pet. Not really. It's just I see likeness. I see likeness. What I'm saying.
I think when I read what you say, I think it's you reading it and you saying it for open discussion.
Yes.
Because it's not everybody that's on level 5.
No, it takes, oh my goodness, it's a hard walk, baby. It's a hard climb.
Some people on level 4, some people on level 2, right?
Yes.
So it's not that you can't comprehend it personally.
Been there, done that.
It's let's take it down to the nitty gritty.
Yes, yes.
I got
that's
you,
all. You know, like I said again, you know, the things we've talked about is the things that we've both experienced in different environments, in different time frames. We've experienced these things. Well, but where you from and where I'm from, how can we have the same experiences in different locations? You get it? So there must be something more to it than just, you know.
Yeah. With it,
you get it? How can the FBA can understand a tether? I don't, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't got nothing to do with all that. Once you really break it all down, it has nothing to do with all that that kind of stuff. That's just you know, we have similar life experience at different time zones.
That's it.
It's kind of like a time traveler. You know, how can you understand what I understand? You wasn't born in 1963, so how can you have a sense of what I'm talking about?
Exactly. It's a respect thing.
I love you, baby.
Dog.
I get at you later.
You want to close out? You got to close out.
Well, I'm gonna close out saying, life is too short, and the world we know today won't be the world we know tomorrow. So be minded of what you say. Be minded of what you do. Talk in love. Life ain't that difficult. Slow down. Smell the roses. Try to be kind to people. You ain't got to be nice all the time, But a little kindness do helps a lot. Because like I say, I've learned, and I'm continuing trying to learn that you don't know what someone's going through when you meet them. You don't know what they actually got going on. Even if they're smiling, they can have all kind of issues going on with them, but they want to put those issues aside for a moment to smile. And a kind word can really make someone's day. It can make someone stop and think about what you said other than think about what they're dealing with. So let's be a little bit more caring, a little bit more mindfulness, realizing that it's okay to pull back a little bit. It's okay to agree when we don't want to agree. It's okay to get along every now and then, even though I'm not a get along kind of guy. It's okay to get along. Because we all here trying to do the best we can, man. We all on survival mode, baby. And I can't wait to get with you so I can puff one of them things, man.
Hey, yo. This is FDNHT.
So with all that, I love you and peace out.
Peace. Yo, FDNHT. Gangs. You know how we get down. You know how we roll. It's a love thing. Take care of yourself so you can take care of people around you.
That's it.
Hit the buttons. Be smooth. Be polite. Don't agree. That's fine. Don't agree.
That's it. Ain't that the world?
Yo, cook the arguments. Don't cook the person. You heard me?
Well said. Well said. Ding, ding. Now get me off this time. I don't know how to cut this mess off. Get me off.